Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Age of Umbra.
Yes!
Before we jump into our episode tonight, we do have some announcements to get through, beginning with tonight's sponsor, Ravensburger, and their new game, Horrified. Sam?
Terror is in the eye of the beholder. Finally, the iconic monsters of D&D meet the award-winning co-op board game, Horrified. Ooh. Dungeons and Dragons. You'll face classic D&D monsters like the Red Dragon, Mimic, Displacer Beast, and of course, the Beholder, a terrifying creature with multiple eye stalks that can reach out and get you anywhere. Which reminds me, I think I left my water bottle over by you, Ashley.
Oh, do you want me to hand it to you?
You know what? No, I got it. There we go. With immersive themes and impeccable aesthetics, Horrified Dungeons & Dragons introduces new gameplay elements inspired by D&D, complete with a D20.
Sam, how did you do that?
You mean sell this product so well, Matt?
No, how did you reach all the way over to Ashley?
Oh, she's not that far, Matt. By the way, you have a little bit of mustard on your lip.
I hate this. You have a beholder stock. I'm kind of legitimately terrified.
No, I think you mean Horrified, Matt. You can be one of the first to get Horrified Dungeons & Dragons. Pre-order now by scanning the QR code on your screen. Okay. Wait, pull it down. And if you're going to be at Gen Con, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for an exclusive Horrified D&D pin at the Ravensburger booth. Oh, hey, Laura. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. Can I grab that apple, Laura?
No.
I need it over here, though. I need it. Yes. I win. I can win too. You can win too when you pre-order Horrified Dungeons & Dragons today at, rav.wiki/CR Horrified. But wait, there's more. Don't forget to check out the Horrified Dungeons & Dragons Everything is Content episode on Tuesday, June 24th, airing on Twitch, YouTube, and Beacon.tv at 7 p.m. Pacific. Thank you, Ravensburger, for sponsoring this episode. Now, Matt, hand to you.
There's three now.
Where's your third one right now?
Liam, yeah.
It's behind me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I got comic news. Vox Machina Origins Series 1 is now releasing in print for the first time versus digital only as single issues complete with brand new glossy covers. Each issue will feature brand new cover art from artists like Francesco Francavilla, Duncan Fegredo, and Max Dunbar. Oh, he's going down for another one? See where Critical Role's first campaign adventuring party began and ask for it now at your friendly local comic shop.
Awesome. Thank you, Liam. And with that,
Again.
Did.
I believe that concludes our announcements. So let's go and jump into tonight's episode of Age of Umbra. welcome to this next session of the Age of Umbra. Where last we left off, your troop had left your village of Desperlock after the unfortunate corruption of your teenage friend, Erin, caused her to transform into a terrifying Umbra-touched beast, which then snuffed the sacred pyre flame, leaving Desperlock with only so much time to survive against the horrid dark, with the threat of an umbral wind some point in the near future. You are one of 2 troops sent out in search to confirm on a whim and a rumor that blessed branches still might exist, unfound and unsparked, the one that you were told to seek supposedly lies within the Barrow of Blind Repose, the tomb of the heretic saint Evelyar, in the Idle Hollows, north of the Astra Foundry, beyond Amber Reach. You were granted a map, some provisions, and you trekked out into the wilds of the jungle. And when those trees began to subside, across the oceanside cliffs, past a raging river of a smashed bridge, until eventually you stepped onto the beginning of your trek across the sunken rampart. The massive, crumbling outer wall of what was once the exterior perimeter of Amber Reach. Now, the rising of the ashen sea since the apostasy, the ocean laps angrily against the base of this wall. And the neighborhood that it once protected now lies deep under the waters. Pushing on into the night, with little light but your conjured aetherweave flame guiding you forward, you push into the dark, the burning light of the sacred pyre of your destination, Bokoru, distant but present, a guiding light here in the shadow. So, hearing the sounds of crashing waves below, a faint wind that blows in proximity, and a gentle rainfall that's continued to persist since earlier in the day. You are waterlogged, you are freezing, and every now and then you catch an errant sound, sourceless, that causes you to jump and continue forward. Who is leading this trek through the darkness to navigate the somewhat precarious rampart?
You said,
I don't think I have dark vision or anything.
I have dark vision.
August does.
Come on, August.
Do I get a bonus for dark vision or no?
Dark vision just means there isn't a disadvantage to the attempt. I would like you to make an instinct roll for me to navigate and perceive the safest path across this rampart at night.
Don't kill us.
I'm going to attempt. This is a kind of vague experience thing that I have, and that this might be a good usage for it. But I feel like I would get some confidence because I absolutely am supposed to be here.
That's your experience?
Yeah. You can pass it off if
That
you
is
like.
delightfully vague.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's more of a social thing. I just thought I'd try.
Yeah. As a social thing, maybe. In this instance,
No,
I say it will not aid
It's a
you.
de-escalation.
Do you know who I am?
It literally is. Because I don't. Who am I? All right, here we
What
go.
is
You smash the door.
Imposters
I'm
is-
supposed to be here.
It's
Eat the
a.
sandwich. I'm supposed to be here.
I'm absolutely supposed to be.
Yeah.
Here.
No worries.
What is it?
It's instinct.
Instinct. That's a crit.
Oh,
Okay.
Sure is. Get that
Great
Fantastic.
start.
Tell us
10
what
and 10.
number you double. Okay, 10.
So
hope. 10
chill.
and 10. Take that
So
hope.
great. So
I'm
take
taking that
clear
hope
stress.
and clearing the stress.
Take
That makes
hope,
life
clear
a
that
lot.
stress.
We should like all get a hope.
I feel like you keep taking mine.
I agree.
Yeah, and I should
Actually,
get
yes,
a
that
fear
one's better.
every single time any of you
Hey,
roll.
let's not do
Okay,
that. Let's
okay,
not do
okay.
I'm just
that.
saying, we balance the rules as we
All
need.
right, all right.
Or we'll stick with Aleko.
Okay.
Thankfully, this side of the rampart isn't so heavily weathered by the terrible sundering of the land in the wake of the apostasy. And this initial portion of the rampart's walk is intact. the occasional like fallen, crumbled bit. The two edges of the massive wall itself, keeping that stone bridge between them, where once a hollow interior to this wall allowed the old armies of Amber Reach to move throughout to store things. And you managed to catch a few areas where the above stone platforms have tumbled inward, leaving a plummeting hole of 30, 40 feet below into what may be either ocean if it's filled or just whatever hard stone lies below. But you peer one, peer a second one, and eventually a large section that has collapsed inward you make note of, and you all manage to maneuver around without issue. The evening draws on, and 3 more hours of going across this rampart. The rain is cold. The exhaustion sets in a bit. Do you push on?
Gotta get to town.
Gotta get to town.
I want to get to town.
Okay. I would like you to make another instinct roll for me.
Come on, another crit.
Just
Double it up.
Just crit it.
11 with hope.
Okay. You gain a hope. But the rampart begins to grow slightly more precarious the further in you go. The tide seems to be rising. As it was once a gentle crashing of water becomes heavy waves. Occasionally the spray of sea catches your cheek from the left-hand side. And part of your imagination wanders to imagine this wall being swallowed whole before you can get across. You don't catch it because you're focused on the path ahead. But the rest of you hear.
Getting hungry. Sorry.
Is that your tummy?
Yeah.
I have some
Another
chestnuts.
sound, just
Getting
like
at the
that.
bridge.
That was kind of behind you. Another one, also behind you, but almost to the other ear.
That wasn't me.
I think we're being followed.
Should we turn and look?
You turn around and it is darkness. You have enough light to see immediately around you for about 15, 20 feet. A little further for you because of your
I was
dark
about to
vision.
say, yeah.
We don't want to
But
fight on this bridge.
that sounded like it was a few hundred feet, 1,000 feet. You're uncertain the distance, but it was not immediately nearby.
Should we try and move faster?
I think so.
I think we move
We
faster.
run.
Can we run?
Run!
Run.
It's the dark.
No!
Don't run in the dark. We're going to definitely move. I also do have
Are you
advantage to.
are you moving with haste, or are you carefully progressing?
We should move with haste and take the chance because we are carrying a light.
Yes. I can also. Yeah. So.
We're fucking standing out in the dark.
Let's go.
All right, so I'm going to ask for a group roll. Since you're navigating the dark, you are helming this group roll.
Plus, I want Ashley to die again.
So for this, so you'll roll last. This is going to be an agility roll across the group. And because it is raining, the final roll will be made with disadvantage.
Oh, so you subtract
Final
d6?
As the final roll, I'll subtract a d6 from it.
Can I spend a hope to add a d6 for myself?
You cannot add a hope. You cannot help yourself. You,
You
can
can't
only
help
help your
yourself.
allies.
This is
Got
the
it.
fourth game.
It does also say
Well-
I get
Oh, yeah, you
advantage to
spend
perceive,
hopes for
perceive
experience.
details within darkness. Advantage to hide, investigate, or perceive
Right.
details.
This
But
is not
navigate.
slipping on the slick stone as you charge
Okay.
rapidly into the dark.
Fair, fair.
So let's go around with the rest of you. Agility rolls, please.
I think I get advantage on this because of my steady Ridgeborn feature. No?
This is not mountainous territory necessarily,
Okay.
and this I'd say in this instance because you cannot see in the dark, I will not grant that advantage.
Okay, great.
Wow. Just stop.
Do we need to switch
Say it out loud. He's pointing to you.
Just stop.
5 with fear.
Okay, so that's a -1.
Do we fear and hope? Does
No,
that?
you don't gain fear and hope in a group.
9.
Only the final one does. 9
9.
-2.
17 with hope. Or-
Okay,
never mind.
it's a +1.
16.
Okay. That's a no bonus to your final roll. Roll an agility check for me.
Minus. Oh, Matthew fucking Mercer.
-6.
What did he roll?
Does a crit happen here? Does that work?
Oh,
Like a crit with 4s?
Crit happens.
Look at the confidence. Look at-
Mathematically, you guys are busting
lucky.
shit up on this.
Somewhere in
go
the
to Vegas,
ether
baby!
is there's a Derola going, well done, well done.
Snitch lives.
I'll remember this.
Can I just have some of that? Just a little.
Just want to trade
Do you
dice?
want to trade?
Yeah.
Can we trade
Yeah, we-
fear dice?
Yeah, we can trade fear dice.
yeah, because maybe
Maybe that'll help.
Actually, I'm not going to use your fear. I'm going to use my other fear dice. There we
It's
are.
all uphill from here. As you all begin to pick up your pace, rushing through the night shadow, the majority of you not having much vision beyond what is barely immediately in front of you as August pushes into the dark. You slide and slip, and there are a few moments where some of you almost begin to lose your footing, but your fellow allies reach out and grab your shoulder and steady you as you continue to run. Getting louder and louder. The flicker of the flame possibly being a beacon, drawing something from the shadow in your direction, but you continue pushing on. You mark out and point out with as much volume as you feel is absolutely necessary to reach the ears of your allies with the quickness in which you're traveling to mark that hole, mark that gap there. At a certain point, the wall comes to a stop, and there is a small stone bridge that it crosses to the other half of what looks like another buttressing wall on that side. And you stop before you all end up pummeling over the side, kind of like one after another, pushing into each other, but you stop it in time, August, and you carefully move across that bridge and continue on to the adjacent wall forward to the next segment of the sunken rampart. This goes on for another hour or so. Your lungs are starting to burn. The heat inside is almost, as much as it hurts, it's welcome in comparison to the freezing temperature of your extremities. And you're about half or so way across the rampart, you hope, from what you recall seeing the distance before the light of day left you. You can see the flame of Volkoru still ahead. Is it larger? It's hard to tell, but you press on. Louder still.
Should we extinguish the flame and do it in the dark?
Extinguish the flame, and I'm going to just lead in the dark, since I do have dark.
Well, daisy chain, hands on shoulders.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm going to
Maybe
get a
you should
little
tie
air.
us up again.
This will lessen your pace.
I'm gonna push Mishy off the rampart.
I need you to make an instinct roll, a group roll one more time. Actually, for this, because they're not able to really help you, because they can't see much in this space, this isn't going to be a group roll. This is just you rolling.
And since it's instinct, I still can't use my advantage. So
He's absolutely supposed to be here.
not anymore. This doesn't make any sense for that. I was making.
I know.
Yeah, I know what I was thinking.
Can I spend a hope?
Whoa.
2.
2 is to help him look for where we're supposed to go.
You can spend a hope to give
Okay.
him an advantage if you'd like.
Yeah. May I? Yes, okay. It feels like that would be a good time.
Oh, you roll the hope. I was like, it was
You want Hope
almost
to go first?
Yeah, here we go.
2?
That's okay. So 2. That's 16 with hope.
16 with hope. Okay, so take a hope.
I'm full.
Here in the dark, without the light guiding you, you have sight. But the slickness of the rain is slowing you. And the further you press on, the rampart is crumbling more and more. Strongest at its base towards the mountains. Now whole sections of it have fallen into the ocean, and you hear the splashing of the heavy waves. The promise of being crushed and lost, drowned or worse beneath the waters that even your sight cannot match. You cross back over to the initial wall side as another bridge pulls across and a whole segment of the wall has fallen. You see now, a lot of these bridges have been built with newer materials, where whole segments and gaps in this wall have been reconstructed and reinforced for travelers that wish to traverse this. And those of you who have traveled to and from Desperlock, pick up and remember traversing these bridges during lighter hours. because it's folly to attempt this at night. You are about 2/3 beyond the rampart as you hear it again.
Do we also hear anything like flapping of wings? Yes.
No wings.
Of splashing noises, like it's swimming. Do we hear any other context clues?
Direction.
Is that where this thing's
Roll
coming
an
from?
instinct roll for me to see if you can pick up any details beyond just the ever louder howling.
About fucking time. Sorry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
19 with hope.
Yay!
Take that
Finally!
Longest we've rolled it up here.
Yeah.
All right.
Never again.
You do not hear any wings beating, and against the sound of rain splashing against the stone surfaces and the crashing of waves, it is very challenging to make out anything specific. But you do hear.
Fuck.
A heavy impact that seems to be irregular. And you also hear.
Something's up here now.
Does it sound like two?
You hear two communicating. You're not quite sure how far they are from you, but they're as loud as they've ever been.
Clever girl.
I'm going to spend a fear. As you reach or close to where you imagine, there is one stretch of the rampart that for hundreds of feet is just gone. It is completely washed away, and a long bridge has been built that kind of hangs. And when the winds blow in particular, it is not safe to traverse. Thankfully, the wind is not as strong right now. But you know it's not that far ahead, Snyx. You can't be that far ahead. As you begin to recall and about to note this, there is another part of a small bridge that crosses over from one half to the other side of the rampart. And as you rush up, you catch it just in time, August, along with Brixton kind of noting what you hear. That part of the stone bridge has fallen and collapsed. And you now reach an edge where there is nowhere to go, other than maybe a 25, 30-foot gap to the other side. And you also hear an impact across the way of where you were.
In front of us. And the ones that we heard before this, do they sound closer than they have before? Like the closest we've heard the noises?
They're probably somewhere within 100 to 50 feet of you now.
How big is this platform that we're on? And is there any...
It's about 10 to 12 feet wide from side to side.
Can't see across it, but we...
You can barely see with what little bit of light is breaking through the occasional clouds. You can see kind of the outer shape. It's slick with the rain and the reflection on it, kind of giving just the faintest of
We
outlines.
all want some light.
Whatever it is, they already know we're here.
But we're trying to get across this chasm, right?
You also hear,
Oh, Jesus.
as the wind kind of picks up
Doesn't really
slightly, the wet creaking of heavy iron.
I know what this is. We're on a Foley stage of a movie editing place.
There's like an elevator or like a chain bridge or something. We just can't see it.
Is there... Do we see any type of, like, chains affixed to the edge here that drape down?
It's dark, right?
No chains, but as you've been looking down and in front of you, it is pitch black except for what little bit of like moonlight occasionally escapes through the clouds, and you hear the sound. It's not from below; it's from above.
I'm gonna fly up and
And
see
you
what I see.
you look over, you fly up.
Yeah.
As you fly up, your head almost hits something above you, and you move out of the way, and you see there's a large, and you've seen these before. You'd forgotten about them in the rush here, but there are large, arcing pieces of metal where cages hang, human-sized cages. And as you float up into it, it's occupied. And you see a tiny little person inside staring back at you, their fingers entwined in the cage.
Hello.
Would you like to come to the table?
What? Oh, really? Oh, snap.
Who's this now?
Who is this mystery person?
Who is this?
Just stand up and I'll point at you. Oh boy. Oh boy. What? In a cage?
Laura Bailey, if you would like to describe what August sees soaking wet inside this metal cage hanging above the rampart.
You see in front of you a very small girl with pale white skin and pale white hair. Her dress looks kind of nice, but is tattered. And she's looking at you very innocently. Hello?
I have to warn you, it really hasn't been that long since a young girl turned into a giant black ooze monster, so I'm going to be a bit careful right now.
I'm not a giant ooze monster.
We'll be the judge of that. What's your name?
I'm Adelia. What's your name?
August. Pleasure.
We both start with A's.
We do. Why are you in a cage?
Oh, well, a very holy man put us in here. Although I don't think he was very holy. Oh, my friend. He's in a cage too. Can you let us out? We're very hungry.
August, who are you talking to up there?
Do you have friends?
Yes, technically.
Are you a friend?
You're a light. What the fuck are you doing up there?
Hold on. That's actually not true. I've
You
left
know
the
there
light.
are monsters around here.
We are well aware. Do you know how to get across, by any chance?
Sure, if you let me out, I'll show you.
They're
You
offering
have to let my friend out too.
They're offering
in a
to.
cage. You should probably ask why they're in there in the first place.
Well, I did. Well, apparently a very holy
Hi.
man put them in there.
A holy man.
We say not that holy.
Oh, she's a tiny girl.
Yes.
I am a tiny girl.
If they are considered heretics, then perhaps we should reconsider this.
Well, I'm considered a heretic technically, so.
We could just leave them and keep going.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
No.
That's a good idea.
I'm with you.
Please, Joe. We haven't eaten in a long time.
We don't have any food.
What do you eat, people?
No. Food.
How did you get in here?
A man put us in here.
A man?
You know, worst,
We have to make a
worst thing
choice.
is we're going to have to throw something.
How close is it sounding?
How do we open
You
the
kind of
cage?
listen and look over, and about 30 feet behind, you see this shape kind of moving out of one of the rampart kind of half-covered walls. What looks about the size of a large tiger, maybe a bit larger than that from what you can glance and see. Its body and shoulders seem to be bulbous and almost like the back of a massive toad, and a tail whips and cracks into the stone behind. And the way its head's moving, it looks like it's sniffing in the air.
August, whatever you're gonna do it fast.
Me
Coin.
and Screeve can help you.
How do we open the cage?
Well, I think you need a key. Can you break a lock?
Well, we're about to find out.
Have you seen the bridge?
Yes. I was on the bridge.
I'm gonna find whatever passes for a lock on this cage.
There is, above at the very top of the iron, out of reach to the very apex, there is a massive metal bolt that is pushed through that holds the cage there, and there is an iron lock on it that is latched tight. It is heavy, thick iron that is rusted.
Well, this will be amusing.
If you get Screeve out, he can probably help you. He's very good with locks.
Which direction?
Over there.
She notes across the way, the other side of the rampart,
balls.
where the other secondary growl
We
was
don't
coming
even know
from.
How far?
About 30,
30
35 feet.
Oh, I'll book over there.
You're gonna fly. You're leaving. He left us.
Wait, did you open the cage? No.
You fly off to the other side and see a secondary cage kind of dangling and
There
hanging.
was,
The
a,
same-
there was a growl over there.
You're fine.
as you-
I'm going to stand next to Idol
I left the light
and,
there.
and draw my sword. The veiled gods are testing us.
We are.
How far up are the cages?
They're about 10 feet above you, maybe a little less, like 8 feet above, dangling.
I'm gonna just try to reach my arm up then and try to just see how I could maybe try to unhook or help.
Reaching your hand up, you can reach the bottom of the cage, but it is a solid bottom of a cage. You would have to climb up onto it and then break or pull a lock, which you could attempt if you want to.
Okay. I reach my hand out.
I'll do that.
Oh, hello.
You gonna try to break it?
I'm gonna hop up onto, bouncing off of Misty. I will hop up onto the cage and try to catch myself on it.
Okay, so you leap up. It's easy enough to do off of her back to catch onto the cage, and the cage immediately just swings a bit with the momentum.
Oh boy. Hi. Oh, wow, you're young.
I am
Is
young.
this the one that's 30 feet close?
What do you look like? I forget.
I'm a goat man.
Oh, yes.
What do you
you
look
have
like?
horns. I'm a little girl.
Like a human girl? Okay. Yeah. And he asked you already, you're not a dark, shadowy ooze creature?
Nope, just
Cool.
a little girl.
I have a crowbar that was given to me. I'm going to try to, one hand hang on, one hand jam it in and
I'm
pry.
going to put my arms out and hold on to him so that he doesn't fall while
Are they
he tries
cold?
to do this.
Your arms, your hands.
Yes, I am very cold and wet. But don't worry.
All right, go ahead and make a strength roll for me,
Not
please.
my fort. That would be 18, 17 with fear.
17 with fear.
Which one?
You jam it in once and it only gets partway in there. It rocks a little bit from the momentum. You pull back, and the second time, slam it in, and it gets just enough leverage. You put your legs back against the side. You kind of almost have to let go from where he's kind of wedging himself in there. And as you, pink, you pull, and it snaps. The bolt bends, and the cage lands onto the bottom, or onto the top of the rampart itself, and kind of rolls for a few feet.
You
You
run
have
over
to
it?
like
Yeah.
back out of the way, and just in time.
Well,
you
I want to try to help it so it doesn't break, so she wouldn't get hurt.
Right. And you manage to do so. She doesn't get hurt, but the process and the expectation of this does mark a stress on you from the sudden impact of it and stopping the cage there. Across the way, you have floated up to the secondary cage, and here you see, indeed, another figure is awaiting, far taller than the first one you saw. If you wouldn't mind coming to the table.
Who is it? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It could be anybody.
Got too much stuff.
So much
I
stuff.
didn't bring my
So
water.
much stuff.
Adelia?
Adelia, Adele Dazeem.
Adele.
Wait, Adelia or Adelia?
Adelia.
Adelia and
Like
Tree.
Amelia.
Who's come over? Talison's character?
Yes.
August.
August has come over.
Red Rover,
dapper
Red
spider.
Rover. Spider-Man has come.
Something is standing in the cage, waking in the cage.
Oh boy.
Delia.
Oh no.
Screeve. That's my name. What's yours?
August, you come recommended.
Oh, by whom? Adelia, did you recommend me? That's awful nice of you.
At this moment, the cage impacts hard from some sort of unseen force. As it begins to rock back just out of your vision, you see a monstrous form of some panther or tiger-like entity that has leapt onto the cage itself. The metal itself is almost bending down from the sheer weight of it, and just an inch from your face as it comes by, you see its jaw kind of open up. Where the eyes are just kind of flesh film-covered bulbs on the front, and a massive kind of red-pink snout that is filled with teeth. Along the back of its shoulders, you can see all manner of heavy fur and spines that protrude from it. And I'm going to go ahead and pull a map out to show you the
Give it to us! I'll take this.
Screeve grips the bars and pulls close to August's face and says, "Oh, August, it's a party now."
Oh, we got water!
Oh, okay, this makes perfect
Look
sense.
at you guys in there.
So,
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Got a rope and everything.
You have been pulled from this cage, and there you
What a
are.
cool map.
Okay, so I'm out of the cage.
You are out of the cage at this point. As it fell, it kind of broke open. The front door kind of swung
Man, this
open.
is awesome,
Look at the
dude.
white caps.
What the hell?
And you are right there trying
Hello.
to help.
This is so
It's
precarious.
precarious, which is fun.
You're very
The
big.
intent.
I am very
On
large.
this side. And you also just helped kind of get her free and leaped off on that side. You're keeping up with Brixton.
I'm looking down the rampart, that thing, because you're way away.
I'm just gonna have one of my wings over Adelia,
All right.
just to protect from the rain.
And here, August, is where you are currently floating.
Yep, right there. Or, yeah, more or less right next to the cage.
On this cage,
Oh boy. What is that?
is this monstrous creature, one of two that has been hunting you. As you've been keeping an eye across the other path you've been coming from, heading this direction towards Volkoru, this is the one that's been stalking you from the other side.
Oh boy.
Okay, this will be fun.
So, friends, who would like to take an action first?
Too close for
I
me.
Yep.
Oh, you're
I'll
going?
throw a bolt beacon,
Okay.
yeah.
Throw a bolt beacon?
Yeah.
That's a close or far range?
Far, please.
Far? Yeah, definitely within range. Go ahead and make a roll for me.
That is 14, 15, 16 on a spellcast roll with magic.
That hits, yeah.
Amazing. That'll light them up, makes them temporarily vulnerable until the condition is cleared. And that does, nice, 8, 10 points of magic damage.
And that was with hope?
With hope.
With hope, yes. Take that hope, great. So 10 points, you said?
Yes.
Alrighty.
I
So
was
as that beacon
squaring
poof, slams into that creature, as it's like getting ready to pounce, kind of backs up for a second. The like golden white flame that kind of burns around it makes it suddenly a vibrant target in the middle of this shadow, lights up the entirety of the slick stone around it, and gives you a very immediate view of everything around. The water falls down 25, 30 feet into the crashing surf below, where there are all manner of jagged rocks and fallen ruin, and the gap that lies between where you are and where you need to be as both of these beasts begin to slowly collide.
I was squaring up with Idle, and so Brixton is just gonna run over, sword out.
All right. Yeah, you can travel to get to close the gap to melee with it.
Haratu, redeem us!
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Yes, yes. 17,
Hey.
18, and 19 with hope.
There
That's
you
a
go.
success. Go ahead and roll damage.
Thank the Lord. Maybe today will be my day. Okay, that's gonna be 8, 12 physical damage.
12 physical damage. Great. So it marks 2 hit points there. At the end of your turn. Oh, wait.
Yeah, 12 physical damage. I'm actually going to, seeing it on the edge, I'm going to spend a hope. I'm going to add a d6 to that and gore it with my tusks. I'm
Go
just
for
going
it.
to do a big
Oh,
swing,
strike.
and then I'm going to basically headbutt forward with it. Yes, I can. I just have to spend a hope, and I haven't fucking had any.
All right. For an additional
2 damage.
2 damage. All right. That does mark another hit point.
But it's something.
Great. I'm going to spend a fear to take the spotlight, even though you had succeed on my end there.
You can do that?
Oh, yeah. Do that. I just haven't had the necessary.
Illegal.
That is literally
I'm
one of the
looking in the
main.
book right now.
Go for it. I'm GM moves, buddy.
It suddenly turned into an 80s toy commercial for a second.
Yeah.
You can do that?
Yeah. I've been patient as we kind of got through the rules here, but the GM can spend a fear to jump in.
Wait. All of us should do it at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
You can do that?
And you can too, as the GM of the game of Daggerhead.
Available at Toys R Us.
As it lights up, all of you kind of look over towards these two creatures, and you recognize them because you've run from these types before.
Oh, no.
These are pain beasts.
Oh, no.
Pain beasts.
You've delivered their flesh not
Yes,
too
I have.
long ago.
Yep, I don't like this.
Isn't everything a pain beast?
It is. But that one that you've both marked and slashed at, it's angrily going to one. I'm going to spend a fear to remove its condition. It is no longer temporarily vulnerable.
My nightlight.
I know. But as that one activates, it's going to go ahead and... Oh, actually, that's a good point of order there. So you did mark 2 more hit points. I'm also going to spend a fear to have a tied spines protrude towards you, Brixton, and you take 11 points of physical damage as you strike it with your weapon and the spines cut into your armor and kind of push you to the ground with a burst of pain throughout your entire circulatory system.
I'm gonna spend an armor to reduce it to 1.
You got it. Now, as its action, it's going to go ahead and I'm going to spend a fear to use its venomous
He has so
tail
many
against.
fears.
4 fears this turn.
Yeah, well, this is activation.
No, for sure.
So, but this is the thing; it's expensive to do my turn out of order because it
Also,
costs an additional
those
fear to do
we've
that.
been
Inside of us all, there are
Yeah.
4 wolves.
Oh, jeez.
That's going to be 11 to hit you, Brixton.
Yes.
All right. So as it rears back, it flexes its hind legs, and its tail, which you just saw whipping in shadow, all of a sudden arcs overhead, where it has these 2 massive, jagged, curved points to it, almost like a scorpion stinger. It sinks into the back of your shoulders, and you take 13 points of physical damage,
Okay.
That's a bigger strike.
and you are poisoned until you heal a hit point.
Until you
Till I
heal.
feel a hit point.
You feel it course through your body, and as you kind of buckle to one knee, you have disadvantage on all action rolls while you are poisoned.
I'm gonna once again drop. Is that if I take damage or I'm just poisoned regardless?
You're just, I mean, you're poisoned now until you heal a hit point.
I just didn't know if I reduced it down to 0 damage, if that would negate that.
No, the poison still goes into your system.
Okay. So I will drop another armor.
Well, here, I'll tell you what. Since you're negating the damage, if you were to negate it entirely,
Yeah.
then I would allow, that would logically make sense to negate the poison.
I will negate it entirely.
That's what
Nice.
Guardians
Good
can
call.
do.
Because I can spend 2 to drop it all the way down.
So as it strikes into the back of your armor, you crumble into a ball and let the majority of the plate catch it. It pierces it, and it kind of scratches the top of your neck, not enough to actually pierce the flesh, and you feel the venom kind of like fill the back of the chest plate, but it doesn't inject into your torso.
My orcish sturdiness just, I just flex a little and it just like ejects the poison out of my spine.
You got it. All right.
How about Rawberry?
That's my activation. Who wants to go now?
I would really like to. Yeah, I was gonna say we gotta
Well,
open that
since
cage.
no one knows what I look like, I'll take this
Yes,
chance.
please.
There is a gaunt motherfucker inside this cage, all bent up in a pretzel, like I am now, with scraggly white hair, on one side shaved, wrapped in leather and black cloth strips all over his body, except for a big diamond titty window right here. There is
Yes!
a silver ring threaded through the flesh of his chest. And arms are bare, and there are little rings, silver rings in his flesh there as well. And
Bring out the gimp.
he starts banging his hands on the inside of the cage, and you see there's like little black gloves or something, but you hear metal hitting metal, and he says, "Hickety, kitty, kitty, kitty," and I will use Enrapture and make a spellcast roll on the pain beast to draw its attention towards me.
Let's go. Roll a spellcast roll for me, please.
Oh, that's 15 with fear.
15.
Oh, no!
Alrighty. So that is a success.
Wait, is the ring pierced through your chest, or is
Yes,
it
it
under
is.
the skin?
threaded. So you can see metal, flesh,
Skin,
metal,
metal.
flesh.
That's cool.
Love it.
Awesome.
And as he sees it looking like growling, and he just sticks a pinky under, goes,
Oh, jeez, come on!
The beast is hanging onto the cage there as you're staring at it. Like its face was looking over towards August, who's flying in the air, and you see it was getting ready to leap off the cage towards him. You begin to clatter and let that kind of magical weave through your words, and its head.
radiate weird.
All the kitties love Screeve. I wish they would play with
As in Rapture, it just focuses on you entirely.
Me, it blots out everything else.
And it is going to attempt to pierce its tail through the holes in the cage at you. I'm going to spend a fear.
He's not making it
to
through the
that
other
next turn.
Nope.
We're gonna
Woo,
kill it.
that's going to be an 18 to hit you.
Oh, that hits me very well. I will use one of my armor 5
Well,
seconds.
let's see what damage you take first.
Oh, yes.
That is going to be 10 points of physical damage.
10. Oh. Yes, I will use. So that would go to major damage, but I will stick up my arm, and the iron claw on one side will take that and rips away some of my armor. So I will mark an armor and take 1 hit point.
You got it. But you are now poisoned as well until you heal a hit point. That's in that, and I'm going to go ahead and spend a fear to activate the other pain beast across the way. That's going to leap over you, Brixton. and it's going to go ahead and make a sweeping strike against you, Idle. That's a natural 20.
Whoa!
That's a crit on you.
Crit on me!
A crit on me is a crit on you.
What are you trying to do, August?
I'm trying to do a thing that I can maybe make you re-roll. I'm just trying to find it again. Yeah, it's a wizard thing. Let's see, here it is.
One of my prayer dice at the beginning of each session.
Luck Thunder. Not Willing Ally, it's the other one. Oh god, I can't find it. Shit. If I can't find it.
Did you take it, or is it an option
It's
you
a thing I have where I can make you re-roll. I'm just trying to figure out where it is. God damn it. Not Slumber, not Arcane Barrage, not Telepathy, not...
Don't use it, I want to take this.
Okay, take it then, fuck.
Yeah,
I
at this
can't
point,
find
I'm not sure
I
where
can't
it is, so
fucking
you can't find it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be 18 points of physical damage on you.
Oh!
And I need you to make a strength reaction roll for me.
You got it.
Okay, found. Yeah,
I'm going to burn an armor to drop that down to minor damage.
Now I
Okay. So you
Strength
want to hit
reaction roll +2. 17, 18. I'm sorry, 18, 19, 20. Dirty 20 with strength.
Great.
With hope.
With hope. Well,
Reaction.
it's a reaction roll, so it
Sorry.
doesn't matter. That's cool. It swipes you, and you feel your body, the sheer force of its impact, cause you to slide against the slick stone. It's attempting to sweep you off of the wall. And you just take your halberd and dig it onto the opposite side of the wall, catch yourself and hold on. The impact, not enough to send you over the edge.
A little help!
That's my activation. Who's up?
I'm going to open the cage, for God's sakes. It's been driving me insane. Sorry.
That's okay.
Here we go.
The membrane.
I'm going to fly over to that cage. I'm going to take my wand, my little sewing needle, get it right into the lock, and I'm going to cast. I'm going to just put an ice spike right in there. I'm just going to drop a little tear in there, back up about a couple feet, and then.
So you're attempting to damage the lock enough to break.
From internally. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to
go ahead and roll for spellcast.
All right. That's just 2d6 plus 2.
Thank you, Spooky Spider-Man.
That is 18 plus 18 fear.
18 with fear. Okay, that is enough to break the lock. So the lock shatters, ice kind of out of it for a second. The iron holds from the ice, almost like filling the gaps, and it's for a moment holding the cage itself before the ice shatters and the cage impacts on the edge. It would tumble off with you in it if the beast wasn't holding onto it and focused on you. And so while the cage goes, the beast holds on you with the front of the claws and just clutches and keeps you there as the back of the cage opens on the opposite side and you step out of it.
Let's see what you got.
Hooray, Scream!
Scream! But watch their tails, they're a little sticky.
And with that, Screed is freed
Yay!
Yes.
from the cage.
Hashtag free screen.
I love this, Liam. I love this for you.
What do you mean?
All right. Since that was with fear,
I don't know how long the sweater is going to last.
this beast is immediately going to activate. Since you knocked out of the cage, since you roll with fear,
And
or you
it's
roll fear to get out of
focused
there.
on me.
It is. It's going to go ahead and attempt to sweep you.
Is that Titty
Can I
Diamond?
ask a rule question?
Yes, you may.
Once a day, according to this card, I can mark a stress to make it mark a stress as well.
You can if you want to.
I would like to do that.
Sure enough.
Hurt yourself to hurt it.
Huh?
Nice.
That would be that one there, actually. Okay, that being...
Can we see what type, what manner of creature Screeve is?
Screeve, from best you can tell
we
at this
can't see,
distance,
but
human.
okay.
But he is scrunched down and is sort of mimicking the pain beast's stance on the ground and just wiggling his butt, looking at it ready to
And you're also a human, creepy little human girl.
Screeve, does a 14 hit you?
Wow. Why, yes, it does.
And so for that, it strikes you for 10, 11, 12, 13 points of physical damage. As a heavy claw whomps into your shoulder. And as the claw digs in, it also tries to push you off the side. So
13 points.
Yes.
Hits my severe damage
That'd be 3
threshold.
hit points
So I will lose even more of the wraps around my gaunt little bony body. That's 2 armor down. I take 2 hit points of damage.
And I
Pretty
need you-
fucked up.
I need you to make a strength
Jesus.
reaction roll.
Come on.
Yeah.
And because we have a full
be
table
so
now, we can
funny.
also put
Yeah,
out these
right
little
away.
things. Who's taking a turn?
Okay.
You can put these out here to know
Oh,
who's
that's
taking a
good.
That's
turn.
an 11 with fear.
Okay, so it's a reaction roll, so no fear or hope gained, but that is a failure. God damn it. You escape from the cage, and just as you get out there and it's focused on you intently, it swats you. You watch as Screeve across the way steps free from the cage, curls around, and then just poof, gets knocked off the edge and into the darkened rain, plummets, poisoned, down.
Oh, you're poisoned too? That's great.
Spoosh, into the water, a massive column of sea foam and water just knocked up into the air.
Jackknife. Amazing.
No, Scream, Violet will save you.
And
And I
with-
throw my doll after him.
The doll.
Scream, save Violet!
Not Violet.
And Screeve goes to swim to retrieve the doll.
Pan's Labyrinth show.
I know, I love it.
I'm going to spend another fear
Yeah, fuck
to
this
activate
spider.
the other pain beast, and then it's going to mark a stress to pounce. That pain beast on that side is going to leap up into the air onto the top of the bent iron and pounce downward towards you.
Okay.
The largest visible threat
And I
on
will
that
try
platform.
as much as I can
That's not there. And this
to sort of protect the child.
For that, it's going to attack you. Ooh, it's a natural 19. This is not an Umbra-touched beast, so it is not a crit.
Okay.
But that is still going to be
Unfortunate.
a 21 to hit you.
Yes, it
I think
hits.
that hits. For that pounce, you take... Oh, that's not too bad. 7 points of physical damage.
Okay, I'm going to use an armor to take that down.
Okay, and you need to mark a stress as it kind of grapples and pushes you to the ground from its heavy weight, and you are kind of knocked and try and pull away, your wings kind of pinning into the ground as it's holding you there.
Okay.
So, that finishes my activation. Who wants to go next? You were raring something.
I just seeing someone fall off a ledge brings back painful memories of watching a dear friend of mine fall.
Your doggo?
A deer? A friend of yours that was a deer?
My sweet baby, my Whomper. So I'm gonna pull out the crowbar, and my rope, and quickly tie it, and latch it onto the cage if I can, and I'm gonna jump after Screeve.
Oh.
Okay. For that, I'm going to say you can roll agility or finesse, your choice.
Agility, please. All right, I'm gonna jump down, try to find him. 15, 16, 17, 17 with hope.
17 with hope. You take that hope, and as you latch on and then swing down,
Damn.
you manage to catch your feet on one of the nearby rocks and just barely kind of step onto this partially collapsed platform where you catch onto a part of it. You're still holding the rope, and Screeve is in the water. Dove below, just as you get there, is just gone out of sight.
Who are you? What was your name again? Screeve? Hello? I'm here to save you!
Screeve emerges clutching and
Get down! Get away from me!
you get a hoof to the jaw real fast, holding a waterlogged doll.
Take my hand? Ew. What? Ew.
Careful. And our hands clasp, and you see really rough-looking, jagged, rusty iron claws protruding from the gloves or claws strapped to his hand.
Oh, they're not part of you.
No, they're a weapon.
Oh, okay, good.
And so you pull Screeve out of the water and up onto this kind of diagonal, partially collapsed platform with the rope still in your hand.
Good, because I'm a badass. Can you climb?
Come on in, the water's fine. Are there shadows around us?
Oh, there's much shadow. What little bit of moonlight is coming through is coming from that direction, so there is shadow all around this
You
space.
watch as I just sort of go like this with the doll in hand, and I fall backward into a shadow, and suddenly roll out from behind Misty's shadow up on the ramparts.
Nice.
And creep around, and I come very servile to Adelia and hold up Violet. I go to
Thank you for saving Screeve.
I hit them both. I'm gonna throw them into the water.
Are you ready to play?
Yes, let's play.
Let's play.
All right. Who else's activation is it? It's still your go.
Do you want to play? I'm going to look at the kitty cat in front of me, and I'm going to unleash a little chaos on it.
All right. Let's go. Roll that spellcast roll.
Ooh, that's 21 with hope.
Take that hope, and that is a success. Roll your damage.
Definitely sleeping in the other room tonight.
And I'm going to mark a stress to attack both of the creatures with that roll.
Okay. The range is for far, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. You can maybe the other one as well.
Yay! Okay, so I'm going to roll my damage, which is... How do I do this? I'm going to use both of my chaos points, and that's d10s. That's cocked. That was cocked. That's a 1. That's a 4. So 7 points of damage to both of them.
7 points to both of them. So, both of these fire out. Impact. You guys watch as this little girl clutching her waterlogged doll. Describe how you unleash chaos, please.
Oh, I turn Violet around and I hold it up, and from its porcelain eyes, magic shoots out of it.
These purplish crackling bolts arc out and blast this creature in the face, and you watch as it kind of withdraws and clutches onto the edge, almost slipping on the rain, its back leg like slipping off of a piece of broken rock. And another arc spins off across the way and finds the other pain beast that is currently holding onto the cage that Screeve had been freed from. And as it turns around and releases the cage and gets on its all fours, takes the blast to the chest, and it arcs through.
That one's your pet.
He's so far away.
You two haven't gone in a minute.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Okay. I will. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to use my wild flame, and I'm going to try to attack the beast right in front of me.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Come on. Oh, that was so high on my fear die. Okay, that is 16 with fear.
That is a success with fear. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll damage for that die.
All right. I know. It's too far. That's 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Misty, how do you want to do it?
Ooh! All right, sort of seeing this young girl and that. I am just gonna sort of move a little bit in front of the little girl and sort of put my hands out and just let the flames come out. And also, I will mark a stress because the flames from my hand, which I am at full stress now, so I am now vulnerable.
You are vulnerable.
Yes.
Wait.
I know, I just realized this.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I think I've had stress this morning. It's been a very stressful day already.
All right, so how much damage did that was?
That was 8 points of damage.
Yeah, sorry, you just right. It gets blasted off. You watch as the pain beast like flies off and splashes into the water. You see it tries to scramble up, but is not a strong swimmer, as eventually the surf below takes it into darkness. As you say sorry, the other beast across the way is going to go ahead and mark a stress to pounce. It gets to leap far range.
Is it still enraptured with
It's plenty of
Screeve?
distance.
Oh yeah. Over to
Horrible.
this side once more. So the enrapture for you lasts for how long?
Temporarily. Fixed on you narrowing the field of vision, drawing out any sound but your voice.
Okay, so it's just temporarily.
Temporarily.
I'm going to spend a fear to get rid of the enrapture.
Sure.
And so it's going to focus on you as part of that pounce. So as it leaps across to come and strike you, so actually roll that properly, that's going to be a 12 to hit.
That hits.
That hits? Okay. And then you, from the pounce, take 7 points of physical damage.
Okay, I'm going to use an armor to take that down.
And as part of the pounce, you mark a stress. Because you are fully stressed, you mark a hit point. that you cannot reduce with armor.
What are you at?
I've got a couple left. I'm okay.
Can I at least just move closer to Idol so I'm a little bit more in the fray?
It happens real quick.
Yeah, if you'd like to. So you move up towards Idol here.
Yeah.
What else would you like to do?
Were you gonna do anything? I'm not sure.
Sure.
I was gonna say I got a thing if you're not.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to the really tall spike that's on the rampart. I'm just gonna put my chin on it now that Delia and Screeve are here. I'm just gonna hit my head. See you guys later.
How do you want to do this?
Actually, now that Brixton's right here, I'm going to use my sparing touch to heal 2 hit points because you're still poisoned, right?
No, I
Cleared
reduced
it?
the damage
Oh,
all
so
the
it
way
didn't
and
even
didn't
hit.
take it. I'm good.
Great.
Thank you, though.
Based on how much space there is between Misty and who is this?
Scream.
Screeve. Oh, can I run between them, or is it pretty stacked up there?
Right now, it's pretty crowded. That whole
No, it's like I
platform is
can't get up there.
cluttered. So you'd have to either get to the other side where there's a little bit of platform, but that's going to be an acrobatic
I'm
feat.
gonna stay right here.
Brixton will lean over the edge and just go, Snakes! Snakes! Do I see snakes?
You see in the little bit of light that's down there, that rope that you had kind of fixed is still kind of arcing down, and they're clutching it on the lower platform, looking up at you, rain kind of spattering on his shape.
The hand that touched Screeve, I'm just kind of washing it in the water.
Are you okay?
Did you say you have snacks?
No, Snakes is...
I'm gonna.
He's the bravest of all of us.
Hold up a second.
Oh yeah. Oh, you've got. Okay.
He's our guide. He's the one who triumphantly and heroically leapt after your friend.
Did you just say I'm your guy?
Your guide! Our guide!
Guide. Okay.
Anything else you want to do with your turn, Brixton?
No.
All right. Go for it, August.
I'm just going to sort of hover my way to just to get close, literally close to that beast.
This fucking map is baller.
And
Sick.
I'm going to try something new, and I'm going to take the needle, my little needle wand, and I'm going to instead of using the point to start the thread, I'm actually going to loop it through the little hole at the back, tie it up, and I'm going to send the needle and thread flying at that beast with an arcane barrage that I'm going to spend 6 hope for.
6 hope?
Let's go.
Powered up.
Yes, 6 hope.
10.
I've never been that hopeful.
50. It's rough out there, kids. 22 points.
22 points of magical damage. That is a severe hit on that pain beast. That marks 3 hit points.
The needle goes and then pulls tight as all the thread just kind of slices.
Oh.
You see it its lower half slides off. For a minute, you think it might be dead before its claws catch, and it rears back up and kind of holds itself on the edge. Its head curls back and over, staring at you. I'm going to spend a fear to activate out of turn as a GM move, and it's going to go ahead and mark a stress,
You can do
and
that?
it's going to pounce you for that hit.
Oh, in the air?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be a 20 to hit.
That hit. Oh, actually, yeah, that hits.
All right. So you take 10 points of physical damage.
I'm going to use an armor to mark that to 0.
Okay, mark a stress. As it leaps in the air, grabs you, and yanks you from the sky into the surf and stones below. Both you and the beast on impact take damage. Go ahead and roll a d8 for me.
Nice.
I'm so excited. This is great. 7.
7. You both take 7 physical damage.
Oh, wow.
It marks a hit point.
Can I spend an armor for that as well?
If you want to.
Yeah.
If you have it.
I have it. Take 0.
All right. Your armor takes the heavy impact. You are basically thrust against one of the jagged rocks, but that new armor that you received barely saves your life. What you imagine would have been a very messy impact. But now the beast is pounced on top of you and is getting ready to go for the throat. It is back to you. Who wants to go?
I'll go. I skitter across Misty's back. You feel me crawling on you, and I go right back down into the shadow that I came out of and pop up. And the shadows near, are they in the water or are they?
They are on a stone right next to the water.
Oh, is there? I can't see from here. Is there land nearby?
There is land underneath this ruin. It's pretty precarious from
Yeah,
here.
it's hard to see.
No, instead I'm going to come up from the shadow underneath the pain beast.
That helps you for a minute for perspective.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
So I'll come out of that hole in the rock there. Yeah. And I'll spend a stress to do that, and I'm cloaked, and I'm just going to lunge onto its back and start stabbing.
Let's go.
That's a very low roll. That's a 9 with fear.
Oh boy.
Fear is going to fail. As you curl out from the shadow.
Wait, I'm a human. When you fail a roll that utilizes... No, wait. One of your experiences is boo, motherfucker. So this does involve one of my experiences. So the roll is up to a 10, which probably doesn't save it.
So, just so a note,
Yes.
you spend a hope to add an experience to a roll before you make the roll.
Oh, all right. Then I'm fucked.
Unfortunately, yes. So, as you leap out of the shadows onto this creature's back, you realize at this moment that along its back are all manner of these gnarled spines, these long protruded bits of pointed bone. And as you kind of grab, you feel the pain of it pressing against your chest, and it tenses its back, and they all extend. This one is going to... You know what? I'm going to say the spines kind of like sink into you, and you pull back right as its tail spins around to strike you from the other side. I'm going to... Yep, I'm going to go ahead and spend a fear to use its venomous tail on you again. That's cocked. That's going to be 12 to hit you.
Oh, that's right. You're poisoned, so you do disadvantage too, right?
Well, my
His attack
evasion-
rolls have
evasion is 12, so yeah, that is.
Oh, it just barely hits you.
Oh no!
Okay.
No.
Death roll! Death roll!
That is going to be
Oh my god.
7 points of physical damage to you from the tail.
7
You do not take in. There's no. You're already poisoned, so it does
Right.
not.
So that's major. I will use my last bit of armor. It strikes through all the leather on my back and rips it as it like razors down through and cuts and then jabs into me. So that brings it down to minor damage.
So you still take a hit point.
So I still take a hit point. Yeah, no armor left. And August sees me clinging onto the thing's back, and the tail goes thunk, and Screeve's just going.
Oh, jeez.
I hold on.
Back to you all. Who wants to go?
I'm close, but
You're close.
but you're related to him, maybe?
Yeah, you two.
I don't
haven't done in a
know.
while.
I'll attack him.
It's up to you. I can go. You can go.
You can go.
All right. Gripping the rope, I'm going to use my caprine leap. What does caprine even mean? Anyway, I'm gonna leap. I'm gonna goat boy leap over onto the.
Goat-like.
Okay, great. My goat leap. I'm gonna leap onto its back and just come down swinging.
Come on.
Smashing into
Third
it.
howdy doody doo doo.
We'll
Leap
see.
Come on, Boomerang.
towards onto its back. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a hope to give myself advantage. I can do
Nope.
that. No, you can't.
I'll
I
can't
spend
get
a
it
hope.
never
do that.
I'll spend a hope to
But
give you
I-
advantage.
How do
You can't
you-
help me
how do
from
you
back
help him out
there?
from
Can you?
Well, can I see down and be like, make sure you jump towards the wall. In the middle is death.
You hear that as you go to leap, and instead of going directly towards you, leap towards the outer wall and like parkour, run across it, and then leap down, weapon ready. As it, this way, it's more of a down controlled angle than like Hail
dogs!
Mary leap.
Okay. Oh my God, a million. 25, but with fear.
Okay, that is a success. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, and I will I will mark a stress to add my kick to this attack.
All right.
He's gonna kill this thing. It's gonna
Of course he is.
12. 13.
He is.
13 points of
13.
damage.
the
That
goat.
marks 2 hit points on it. As you sink your weapon deep into its back, it spins around its face towards you as you're kind of clutching onto it. It tries to shake you off. You're like hanging onto its spines. Ah!
With the kick, I can shove it away from me.
Yeah.
Would it take other people with it? or would I be able to hold on to them? I'm holding on. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want to kick it towards the water?
I'd love to kick it towards the water.
All
yes.
right. So with that, you kick it off into the water this way.
It good.
It's now in the drink, like barely trying to hold and reach out for the rock as you kind of now land on the small platform next to August.
When a pain beast comes along, you must kick it.
Oh my God.
What did Sneaks hit with? What was the roll that?
That was a 20.
Super high roll.
Yeah, very high roll. But that was the fear. That returns to the pain beast as it begins to swim up, climb the edge of the stonework here,
Oh no.
and is going to.
Am I holding on?
I know, is Screeve still
No,
holding on?
when he kicked it, he kicked it off both of you into the water. It is going to leap back down to where it was, and this one is going to. Man, it's got a lot of targets there, but you're the one who just kicked it off, so it's going to come for you.
Yeah,
It's
bring it.
instinct, angry. Ooh, it's going to be 21 to hit.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm going to mark a. No, it's fully stressed out, so it can't do that pounce. It's just going to go ahead and make a claw swipe towards you. It's going to be 10 to hit.
It misses.
It misses you.
Nice.
You watch it's hurt heavily. It swings towards you and catches itself, and it's starting to like look off. And it's going to use the rest of its kind of movement to kind of leap up to the top of this wall, and it's starting to turn to escape the fray, realizing that it's turned the tide against it. It is now your activation. What would
I
you like
skipped my thing last time, so since I'm up here and I don't have to move, I'll just throw another bolt beacon down there.
Yeah, let's go.
Go for it.
That is 11, 12, 13, 14 to hit.
That hits.
With hope.
With hope. Take a hope and go ahead and roll damage. That just hits.
That's a D8. 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points of magic damage.
Come on.
How do you want to?
Yeah, I'll just see it jump up and say, and the bolt beacon will fire out and light it up and just start to burn it from toe up to head.
You catch it in the middle of the air as it leaps towards the wall. As you fire off, it impacts it halfway through the air, and you watch as it kind of folds. And as opposed to a landing, graceful pounce into a stop, it just tumbles into ash and burns away from divine fire. And you're all left there in quiet, in silence, with two strange figures amongst you.
Goodbye, kitties.
Is
You were
Violet-
great fun.
Violet all right?
She's a little waterlogged,
Oh, no.
but she's okay.
Snicks,
Yeah,
toss me the rope. I'll help you up.
the rope is attached to the cage.
Plus, I think we're going that way.
We're going
Oh yeah.
to the other side and
I can grab the edge of the rope and bring it to the other side. If
Oh
that
yeah,
works.
yeah. That's a great idea.
Okay.
I just jump off the rampart.
You do that?
Yeah.
We're heading to Vokoro.
We're going
Please go down
to
there.
Fukoro.
We're
Volcoro.
headed to Vokoro.
Screeve, come up here. You're too far.
Coming, dear. One moment. I'm going to swim this time. And start to climb my way up, sticking iron claws into stone to help me climb to the top.
We're going where Screeve was. We're going that
yes,
way.
we're going. Which way are we
We're
supposed to
traveling
go?
this way.
All right.
I
Do you need any
jumped
help?
off the rampart and into the water.
Oh, you just went in the water.
Yeah. Because we're going to climb up and go over there.
Are you sure it's terrible that way?
Is there another way?
Pretty sure.
It's terrible.
Another way, where are you going?
That's
To get
right.
to the other side?
Well, sure, you can get to the other side, but what's on the other side that you want to be at? It's all terrible over there.
Volcoro.
Oh, yes, it's terrible over there.
Why? What's wrong with Volcoro?
Don't you think there's another place you'd want to be?
Well, there is another place we want to be.
Where's that?
Is it the Screaming Forest? Because we know that place well.
Well, we're gonna go through there too.
Ooh, all our roll-ons.
But we're gonna continue north. Keep pushing forward. Have you heard of the Barrow of Blind Repose?
That one's new to me. What is it?
That is.
Then it's in the Idle Hollows. We're looking. We're on a sacred mission. You see.
Oh, a sacred mission.
The Astral Foundry.
north of the Astral Foundry.
Oh,
Have you heard
the
of that?
Astral Foundry. Yes, of course. I know all about it.
Does she know all about it?
Oh, yes, we know all about it.
Do they know all about it?
Go ahead and make a presence roll, and you make an instinct roll.
Okay. Okay. Do I get hope or fear on this one?
Yes, because you're the one who initiated.
Okay, so that is with hope. That is 14 with hope.
Oh, I rolled 13 with fear.
That's
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, we're looking for any information we have.
Well, we've got nothing better to do. Do you like friends?
The road ahead is treacherous.
Ooh.
We've already lost one little girl. Well, she was more of like a teenager, to be honest.
How old was she?
Teenager.
Was she older than me? I'm almost a teenager.
She was older than you.
Oh. Well, I'm better then. Plus, I'm human. I don't change into a monster. I promise.
It's debatable.
Are you two brother and sister?
Ew.
That's weird.
No.
Boyfriend and girlfriend?
Ew.
Weird.
I don't know.
This is Grieve. He's my pet. I found him in the ruins.
We sort of found each other.
Some Addams Family bullshit.
Somehow that's significantly less weird.
We're all friends. Are you all friends? Do you like new friends?
We love new friends, especially if they can give us a leg up on where it seems you came from.
The Amber Reach.
Yes, but specifically Vokoro.
Oh, yes, it's a town. There's a lot of trading there. People are very mean. They don't like magic.
We would love not to go the way we've just come if we are going through the Screaming Forest. Do you know another way?
Not good ones.
Wait, how long have you both known each other? Did you
What's
say?
it been? Little less than a year?
I had just turned 8, and I'm not 10 yet.
You're 9.
I'm 9.
That's
So less than a year.
So you met here on the rampart? Is that what?
No.
We're both city kids, so to speak. Metaphorically, I'm not a kid.
Who locked you in those cages?
Child at heart.
The Enlightened. They're very evil.
The Enlightened.
Who are they?
Do we know about the Enlightened?
You have no idea.
Cool.
You said they called you heretics?
Well, only because
Only because we were onto this shit.
I think he was killing people, if we're being honest.
The Holy Man?
We're from inside. The Amber Reach, originally city rats, sort of, in different ways, similar somehow.
Not a city rat.
We are not fans of killing people.
Oh, I
I'll
don't like to
overlook
kill
it.
people either. I've only done it a couple times, and only when I was really threatened.
That sounds reasonable.
Why were you headed? Why were you captured? I guess. What exactly did you do wrong?
Well, it's just been the two of us for a while. Trying to get by, looking to play.
The holy man, Sanctifar was his name. Yes,
Sanctifar,
he
the
wanted
Enlightened.
us to believe, he said. Although I think he just wanted people to not believe us.
Yes, we went on a bit of a hike out of town, and we went to the waterside, and there was a big hullabaloo. There was a big sermon on the mount, you know, lots of light and razzle-dazzle.
It was really fun.
Yes.
Quite a show.
That sounds amazing.
And then at night we didn't go to sleep, because so often we don't go to sleep, do we? No. And we saw Sanctifar throwing some sacks into the water.
I think they were the people he converted. We saw them being taken in his show, and then I think he was killing them.
It was sort of like a magic act.
So we were going to tell people.
Like a ritual? Maybe he was trying to appease the old gods.
He told us he could send us on to them, to join them, and be safe from this place.
That's silly. The gods probably still walk amongst us.
You think
You
so?
think so? Have you seen them? What do they look like?
We have reason to believe that they might still have a presence here.
What are the reasons?
We have reasons.
Are you an angel?
No.
We had a creature on our tree that looked like you, but it was just a door. Not like Violet.
It looked like me?
Mm-hmm.
And, what was its purpose?
Decoration.
I feel like I have some memories because this wasn't my original body.
Oh.
I just was pulled into it. But, I do have memories, and I feel like I might have been a decoration, or this body might have been a decoration.
Do you have legs?
I don't think so. I think I just float. Can I check?
Do you have legs?
I know, it's interesting.
We were asking about this before.
They were asking before if I pooed.
Oh.
Do you?
She gravels.
I gravel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, is what we've come down. I do have legs.
Like a deer.
I do have legs. I mean, there's movement.
Or a goat.
Or a goat.
She cements if she's had tacos.
I'm gonna spend a fear. No.
It's a bit of slurry, if you will.
Wait, I'm so sorry if this is a little bit forward, but what happened to your parents?
Oh, well, Father went off with a silly elf man, and I didn't see what happened to Mother, or Auntie, or my brothers and sisters. But I didn't think it was going to be nice, so that's why I hid.
And you were left all alone.
All alone. Isn't it quite sad?
But then we found each other. Underneath
Underneath what?
the city.
Oh, you just went under and had some fun?
Just found each other.
Wow.
We've been bestest friends ever since.
It sounds like you both have so much fun.
We do.
And this was in Volcoro?
No.
Amber
Reach.
Reach.
In Amber Reach.
Do you know what that is?
Yes, I do.
Have you been there?
No, I've only seen it from afar.
I've been there. Yeah,
He's been everywhere.
I have.
Are you from there?
No, I'm not from there, but I've been through it a few times, and I even had a girlfriend there once.
Oh, yes.
A real one?
I mean, yes, she's real.
Cool.
I hate to impose, but we are still out in the rain in the middle of the night. I forgot I jumped off this motherfucker. I'm so
Yeah, you
sorry.
climbed up on the other side
What
now.
are they doing?
I would love to get more answers, but we really should keep moving before we attract more
We do need to
visitors.
find a place to sleep.
We have to head to Volcoro. You see, our settlement is in grave danger.
What's your settlement?
Desperlock.
Oh.
Ooh, we haven't been there. Is it fun?
No.
Are there toys?
Yes.
There's some toys.
A few.
Yes, there are.
Well, let's go to Desperlock.
Well,
We can't.
we have to go the long way around.
We have to go to Volcoro first.
Okay.
You see, our sacred pyre, it's been extinguished. That's the mission that we're on.
Oh dear.
And we need aid from Volcoro.
Oh.
It will be fun where we're going. It's an adventure. You guys like fun adventures, right?
I love it.
How long have you been in these cages?
Lost track a little bit, longer than a week.
Yeah, let's walk and talk.
We're walking and
We're
talking.
walking and talking.
Do you have any food?
I don't eat. Does anyone else here have any food?
I've got some juniper berries and some
chestnuts.
uncooked meat.
Got a little food.
I'll take some
have
uncooked
some.
meat.
All right, here.
It's mostly grass. So.
Do you have any food?
I've climbed up on the rampart. I'm getting up on the other side now. Just gonna leave these motherfuckers.
You're already to.
We're already. I assume we're making our
We
way.
do have a few, like, chestnuts. Do you like chestnuts?
Thank you.
Slowly but surely, you all, with the aid of each other, get to the other side of the rampart walkway and eventually come to the end of this portion of the stone for the final element of this trek. This part of the sunken ramparts are gone, other than the long, swinging bridge that closes that gap. As you all step across, the wind is just strong enough to where it continuously sways. The railings, the rope and cable, at times weathered and snapped. And there are moments where you have to get low on all four and push forward for fear of sliding off. The rain isn't helping either. But slowly, you push on. Who is helming this last leg of the journey?
I believe one of our new friends should.
I can't see shit.
Doesn't matter. Neither can we.
Let's go.
All right. I will say for you, this would be a finesse or instinct roll. But before you roll, this is a group check. So I'd like you to choose if it's finesse or instinct for you.
For me, it's finesse.
All right. I need everybody else to roll finesse for me. This is a reaction roll, so no one gains any hope.
Start tiptoeing across precarious position.
Oh, that's a crit.
Great. That's great.
4 6s. The beast has been summoned.
Plus 2.
She got 2 6s, I got 2 9s.
15 minus
Nice.
Nice.
14.
Yeah, double 9.
14. Plus 1.
8.
0.
6.
Minus 1.
4.
Roll finesse minus 2.
Our crits didn't help?
I rolled already.
Yeah.
Everybody else
So
sucked.
minus the 2, I get a 12 with hope.
A 12 with hope. You take a hope. But it's above the 10 you needed to traverse this bridge before it got really, really bad.
Wow.
Do we start with a hope? Is that how it works?
Start with 2
You
hopes.
start with
2
2
hopes.
hopes.
Oh, you
I
do?
have 3.
Yes.
Fill them up.
So, it is long into the night. You are both not just exhausted and spent from the weather and being left in these cages for as long as you have been and having not really eaten or had fresh water to drink other than what rain you could catch for a while. The rest of you just beaten by the recent events the past few days. You begin to reach the outskirts of the final leg of the returned sunken rampart, and you can see the sacred pyre burning close. Just as the day begins to light and you realize it's dawn, you've pushed through the entirety of the night. The local foliage begins to grow denser, and the forest begins to rise to consume this portion beyond the water's edge. As you step away from the ashen seas and the marsh that claims the majority of this valley, you step into thick, wooded region. And now you have Volkoru in sight as slowly the day begins to brighten.
I'm tired.
I scoop you up. Piggyback ride.
The rain begins to subside, and you can now see the city itself, familiar to some who have been before, but for some of you, a first time taking it in. Volkoru is a multi-tiered city built into one of the grand watchtowers that was once here on the perimeter wall of Amber Reach. It is a vertical city, built of multiple layers and staircases that rise up, and all manner of homesteads are built onto these platforms and around this massive watchtower and along the top of the wall that extends out from it. And at the very peak of it is where its sacred pyre burns bright, like a high torch amongst the shadow. You see dozens, hundreds of people across the multiple layers running about their business. You begin to get somewhat close and you can hear the rivers moving by. A lot of the water that traverses out from the valley and spills into the ashen seas kind of comes through. You can see small docks built. There are boats lashed and chained to the side. And a few folks that have gathered baskets and what look to be bow and arrow over a shoulder, either out in a hunt or checking the perimeter. Eye your approach, and the first one that sees you runs off towards the city.
They don't like people.
it's you two have been here before, right? They don't like people in the city. They're very. They don't open the doors for anybody. So, how did you guys get in the last time you were here? Do you remember how you snuck in, or was there a secret tunnel, hole, or?
Wasn't by the front door. It was more off on the north side of the city when we came in.
We don't want to go all the way around there.
You said we're like at the gates?
We're approaching. Not yet, you're approaching.
Approaching the gates.
You can hear the distant sound of voices shouting, giving orders to each side. It's a bustle that is welcome given the challenge of the past 24 hours practically of travel. I would say 18 hours for some of you.
I'm going to like just kind of pull up my hood and kind of spruce up my vestments a little bit. Try and look
Fair.
presentable.
About 5 minutes since that person darted off and have passed, and you've seen other people darting towards the outer side of Vokoru's reinforced exterior gate. And you watch as dozens of soldiers begin to line across the top of the wall rampart that looks down, the one part that you can easily see at the base of the rising spire city. 2 dozen, 3 dozen, and they all line up shoulder to shoulder as you begin to break past the tree line into an open 150-foot break in the forest to the base of the rampart wall in the city itself. And as you kind of break the tree line, you hear 4 or 5 voices in chorus go, "Stop! Stop! Stop!" And you watch as each one of those folk on the rampart knock arrows and point them in your direction.
We stop.
We come in peace. We hail from Desperlock. I am Pyrekeeper Brixton. Our settlement is in grave need of aid. We have lost our sacred flame. Please, may we speak to your leaders?
The Barons.
We need to speak to the Barons. Thank you.
Make a presence action roll for me, please.
This is not my strong
I'm gonna spend a hope to help her by reminding her the Barons' names are Trevis and Lotho, and just some other quick details about the city that she can use.
We seek Trevis and Lotho. We are friends. And then, can I use, sorry.
I'm already helping you.
Can I use my order-born value? You are, but I need this to, you know what? No, I'll wait.
Okay.
Don't, oh, you're gonna roll for me.
You can do it. Doesn't matter to me.
Cocked. Okay. This is good. 16, 17, 18, -1, so 17 with hope.
17 with hope. Take that hope. There's a bit of discussion, and you watch as amongst the ranks, kind of brushing past them, a ragged-looking male elf, dark red hair with like 2 streaks of gray that comb through them. You see one ear is kind of torn off on one side, just the other pointed ear kind of peeking through. Scars across his chin. He has a spear at one side and a golden tarnished breastplate, as well as a rough brown cloak that looks muddied and dirty, and he steps forward with intention towards you. You hail from Desperlock, you say?
Yes.
And you've lost your pyre.
Yes.
How did this occur?
One of our members of our settlement got infected with Umbra. We tried to save her, but it was too late. Unfortunately, she turned, and in the chaos, completely decimated the rest of the Pyre Keepers and extinguished the flame.
They've taken 2 steps back and raised a hand, and you watch as all the bows and arrows kind of tense back.
We are not infected. Please, we have been traveling tirelessly through the night. We are
What
300.
assurances do we have that you are not also infected?
It would have shown up already.
Turns and looks at you, and the eyes go wide. You bring a cursed vessel to our city.
She's not cursed.
I am not cursed.
She's a relic of the old ones.
Do not listen to her. Close your ears. And you watch as the soldiers kind of like the ones that had the arrows not kind of loosen them and kind of make a cloth and wrap it around their
They
head.
did tell us that you should be shifty. Forgot about that. We should
I
hide
do
you.
have, because I am highborn,
Did you want to shit the bed some more?
I have advantage on rolls to consort with nobles, negotiate prices, or leverage our reputation to get what we want.
All right. So what do you say in your defense as the entirety of this armed force seems to be shocked as you kind of step from the trees with the rest of your troop as she's speaking, and all react in a fearful and defensive manner?
Please. Our home will cease to exist if you do not help us today. We are not infected. None of us are here to hurt you. We just seek aid, please.
We know that the barons of Volcoro value and covet the relics of the olden days. We have an offering, if you will hear us out.
Go ahead and roll your
Outside.
presence roll with advantage.
Okay.
I tilt my mouth to Adelia, who's over my shoulder, and just say, I don't know what's going on, but it's exciting.
I hold up Violet and nod.
Red rum.
Okay. That's 15 with fear.
Okay.
With advantage?
Oh, I didn't do advantage. Wait, advantage is with hope?
D6.
Or
No.
I roll again? That's a D6.
And just add a d6 to what you roll.
That's right, I know. Okay.
I know.
1.
16.
16.
16. Okay. You hear a crack of thunder in the northwestern direction from a heavier storm that seems to threaten the deeper valley. As people kind of turn their head, some of them kind of look at each other. It's an omen. It's an omen, don't trust her. And the front soldier kind of puts a hand up. We have had dealings with your crafted type before. And the madness spread to a number of our people. So this will be to the Baron to decide. Puts the hand down and the weapons lower slightly. The tension level has decreased. And the immediacy of their intent to attack you seems to have been quelled for the moment. But he turns and heads back to the rest of the armed soldiers and defenders of Volcoro. A brief, quiet moment passes as you begin to make eye contact in the silence with many of these soldiers, and you see people from all walks of life. Human, elf, dwarf, halfling, and all sorts of other strange, human-like but shadow-touched folk, scarred, sallow, scared. It's a look many of you recognize. It's the desperation of the enduring. And like anyone, they wish to protect what they love and what they care for. And as you've known at the perimeter walls of Desperlock, often that means being careful with who you let past. And it's about then the soldier line breaks, and you see as an older female elf, herself beautiful for her age, a bit of like a neck waddle that hangs down below there, piercing green eyes, and her hair curls in like a dark auburn color. Her hood is back, and she has a mantle beneath a tattered cloak that seems to be very well kept and likely of the old world. As such fine filigree is challenging to recreate with the tools and knowledge of the modern times. You know this to be Baron Lotharsharis. We have been notified that you seek to join us for rest and trade under the auspice of a fallen pyre. You walk with a vessel that claims to be free of the Umbra's touch. Strange motley of figures, indeed.
Hi, yes, I've been here before. I briefly saw you in the past, but I've delivered and traded with your people before. There's a fine gentleman who lives here named Minius Ty. I'm sure he can vouch for me.
Minius Ty's been dead for 3 weeks.
Yes!
All right.
To erase that, yeah, not needed.
You can rest at the perimeter of this wall. You will receive the protection of our guard. But you are not permitted entry. We will send traders to represent our interests, to barter with you at the perimeter.
With all due respect, bartering is not our primary objective here. We need aid. Aid and information.
And some food and water.
And food, that's not the point. I just said that that's not the primary point. We need aid.
We are offering you aid, safety to rest. Whatever you can spare to give, we can give in turn. But this community stands because we do not let strangers waltz into our door.
I guess we just take the win.
Well, I could wait. Outside, I am a statue. It is what I do. I can wait out here and
They're not
you
gonna let us in.
I think we're all gonna wait.
We're all gonna wait.
Well, I think we're not allowed inside because of me.
I think that extends to all of us now.
It's okay. We'll waiting at the gate is better than waiting out in the wilds, right? And you're right. You are a statue. You could extend your wings, and that's like a little tent.
Yeah.
This troop is under our protection, but they are not to enter the city proper. Should they take one step, kill on sight. And the Baron turns and returns to the inside.
Kill
of the
on
city.
sight.
I need to sleep anyway.
Sure.
The soldiers lax a little bit, and the intensity of the guard that was set upon the wall at your approach begins to scatter a bit, going about the rest of their patrols. But still, a solid 10 or so of them remain stationed, eyes locked on your troop. There are a few other armed guards that stay kind of at the base gate in the open, or the door that would open into the interior and the stairs that lead into the many levels of the city. You are given the benefit of seeking information, seeking goods, seeking what you need for your journey through the trade representative that is to be sent. But you have not earned the trust to enter the city itself.
Fair.
Did you say there was foot traffic out here, or it's just us?
There is occasional foot traffic, hunters, others that head towards the docks. They keep a wide berth from you all. But, you know, number of the people here still have to harvest from the land, whether that be hunter-gathering, fishing on the nearby rivers or off the ocean shore. Others seem to be going about whatever business they're doing day to day. It is still a bustling community.
Do I see anyone wandering around who looks a little skeevy?
Make it game recognized game, right? Make an instinct roll for me.
Oh, it's a crit.
Ooh. All right. So you get to clear stress and gain a hope on that one. You kind of keeping an eye out across the folks that are wandering around. The soldiers are all pretty much, their proximity to the city and proximity to each other means that they're all pretty stoic and intent in their position. You do see one fisherman who had 2 fishing rods over his shoulder and a basket, as well as a blade at his side, who was heavily cloaked and saw you guys as you first approached and kind of kept a wide berth. Hasn't crept far away and instead kind of circled around and is just hiding in the nearby brush, kind of just watching whatever transpires here. He looks like believes he's unnoticed, but he doesn't leave your vision.
Right. I'll be back, love. And I'm gonna wander out to that bush, and I'm gonna start to take a leak next to it.
You see he kind of gets lower and kind of tucks into the brush.
Hello, buddy boy. Good spot you've got here.
I was gathering acorns.
Mind the splash.
No business, no problem. Just gathering acorns.
Right, acorns. I saw you had a bit of fish on you as well.
Well, trying to get fish, yeah.
Are you trying to get fish? You don't have any fish on you?
Not entirely.
Oh, I was looking to buy. I have a little coin for fish. I have a lot of coin for friends. You don't by any chance know of alternative means of entering the city besides the front door, do you?
I am Slyborn and have advantage on rolls to negotiate with criminals, detect lies, or find a safe place to hide.
Make a presence roll for me.
Right. And this gets... I have no modifier. Ooh, I got the... That's really good. That's 21 with hope.
Nice. 21 with hope.
I got the dagger heart symbol.
Take that hope.
Yeah.
He goes,
All due respect, I don't trust any of you to get into the city further than they would. But, I got contacts. I could sneak out some special things if you need.
Ooh. What's on the menu?
Probably get you a little snap powder if you like.
And you know snap powder. Snap powder is that's a fine alternate medicinal substance for a quick fix, a bit of rapid grasp of attention and focus.
I'll take a taste of that.
Oh, let me get a few fish for trade, and I'll see what I can sneak you.
Oh, will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
In addition to the powder, if you have access to any toys. Literally toys.
Takes him a second to grasp.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of ball and cup, but any will do.
Ball and cup. What a classic.
I just got the DLC for that. It's just a bigger
Slowly withdraws out of the bush, stands up about 10 feet away with like the fishing rod over his shoulder, and just walks back towards the nearby river, but gives you a wink over the shoulder as he does so.
And I shake it and put it away.
As he returns, the guard watching, you all can take a short rest here while you wait for them to send their trade representative. And we're going to take a short rest here. As we take a quick break, we'll be back here in a few minutes to pick up from here. See you in a second.
Welcome to Daggerheart, a collaborative tabletop role-playing game of epic and heartfelt adventure with narrative-driven play punctuated by fast-paced and dynamic combat. What sets Daggerheart apart? Enjoy a robust set of cards that bring character abilities to your fingertips and make for easy character progression. There are also collaborative tools and mechanics that encourage everyone at the table to be a storyteller. And of course, dice. Players roll 2d12, one representing hope, the other fear, and let the dice decide their fate. Depending on the higher die, hope or fear is gained, fueling dramatic highs and lows of your story. Whether you're a player or game master, you only need the singular book to get started in Daggerheart. Our lavishly illustrated hardcover rules come chock full of guidelines for creating characters and shared worlds, for building adventures, and for crafting encounters and campaigns as a game master. Dynamic adversaries and environments to challenge your characters. Detailed advice on GM craft, player best practices, campaign building, and more. Daggerheart comes with 279 illustrated cards, so you can easily customize your characters. The cards showcase your character's ancestry, community, subclass, and domains, all of which power their abilities. You gain greater access to those as you level up. World building can be done in several ways to kickstart your adventures. Rather than a single setting, Daggerheart provides tools for you to easily create the world of your story as a group, tying in characters' backstories and reflecting the mark of each player. Or start playing right away by diving into one of our ready-to-play campaign frames, like the Witherwild or Colossus of the Drylands, and tweak them so they're uniquely yours. Daggerheart is calling. What stories await you?
This just in. Roll and Play Press and 3 Black Halflings have launched City of the Black Rose on Kickstarter, running May 28th to June 26th, a horror noir setting for D&D 5e, Daggerheart, and any fantasy RPG. Unravel mysteries, strike shady deals, and hunt the monsters haunting fog-choked districts. Inside, you'll find twisted NPCs, sinister factions, and even a Daggerheart campaign frame. Plus, early backers nab a complimentary Black Rose dice bag. Tune your dial to rollandplaypress.com/COTBR and pledge today.
Good day, critters. Travis Willingham here, just dropping you a note to say that if you cannot make our 2025 live shows in Australia, Indianapolis, or New York City, do not despair. Never fear. Our amazing partners at Fathom Entertainment are bringing you the live show to a local movie theater near you, 800 theaters across the US and Canada, which is amazing. And it'll be airing after the live show ends at 7 p.m. local time. You can find the information about this, plus the ability to purchase tickets, at fathomentertainment.com/Critical Role. And we will see you at the movies.
critters, Laura Bailey here to guide you through what's new in the Critical Role shop. This is pretty badass.
I mean, the Traveler always says impulse purchases are a good decision.
Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Go ahead, darling. Treat yourself. Can you put donuts in this? Only one way to find out. It's the little things in life. Roll an investigation if you want. It's basically perfect. This is a lot of stuff, you guys. We have like so many cool things right now. And hey, if you want, you could head over to the Critical Role shop right now.
The rook to B6.
Okay, see that.
I'm trying it.
Okay. Wait, it's blank. There's nothing in here. What the hell?
The phonograph said that the answer would be in the journal.
Oh, maybe we missed something, like some clue we're not thinking of.
We only have 4 minutes left.
Okay, think.
Oh, the song said, look to the beacon. Look to the,
Right, beacon, light, the light room. Okay.
The cryptics. The key is in the cryptics.
We know.
So if every other letter
times 2
is a combination.
Did you say times? Times like a clock. It's on the clock. But how do you open it?
Okay, what is it?
Okay, it's 6.
Okay.
2, 4.
Yeah.
6, 2, 4. It's 624.
0.
Guys, I think I found it.
But it's not open.
So how do you unlock this?
That's not the cryptics. This is a cryptics.
Wait, I think if I push my fingers into... no, that's not working.
We just need a code word. What's the 6-letter code?
I think it's jammed.
Arlo said that in order to find the answer we need, we have to look to the beacon.
Right. But Colonel Popcorn's telegram says... Be aware. Stop. Exciting new. Stop. Amazing. Stop. Critical Role content available at beacon.tv. Oh my god. No idea how to finish this fake telegram. Stop.
Reveal your secrets to me.
Can either of you help me with this?
That's not a cryptics.
I am very aware.
Okay, what about this? It says try using beacon.
Hey, Travis, could you help with the...
Not now, dude. I'm trying to save us. We only got 90 seconds left.
10% off merchandise, members only Discord, exclusive new series. Is that a clue?
I don't know. It just feels too obvious, like something that a lazy writer would try and shoehorn into a script.
Well, that would also explain this.
I know. That's useless.
Literally, no one says literally anymore.
Exactly.
We're running out of time, people! Come on!
Okay, we just need a 6-letter word that unlocks this artifact and also unlocks amazing content.
Also, would it kill you to try to help us, Ashley? What do you think?
think I'm doing?
While you all were busy sucking eggs in La La Land, when I was making an improvised munitions charge that'll blow this door off with minimal loss of life and hearing.
You don't explode a door, Ashley. That's not how an escape room works.
Oh, really? Because that is literally what this is, an escape room. Did you say literally?
Literally.
30 seconds! Help! It's again.
Fire in the hole! Ah!
Hey guys, yeah, good job, or not, I guess. Tried your best.
Did we do it? Did we escape?
No, you didn't.
Oh, so close.
It was this stupid cryptics. The code word was too hard.
It was impossible.
Was it?
Yes.
What was the name of the detective?
Detective Beacon.
Yeah, it was Beacon, yeah? And where did the murder take place?
Beacon Street.
Yeah. And what was the name of the law firm that hired Detective Beacon to exonerate the Beacon State graduate from the murder on Beacon Street?
Beacon and Associates.
So, what was the code word?
It's Beacon! It's Beacon!
Oh.
Yeah, see? Here's the room key. And here is all the cool new info about Beacon, our new membership program that offers discounts, early access to the Critical Role podcast, and new content like Critical Role Abridged and Reslayer's Take, along with exclusive content like Fireside Chats, the Crit Roll Cooldown, and many more to come.
So how do you get into the clock?
You don't! That's just a clock!
Kyle? What? I have a problem.
What did you do? Those weren't even here for the escape room. Where did you even get those?
Hello, bees, it's me again. Look to the beacon, my old friend.
And welcome back. So, here as you rest on the outskirts of Vokoru, we take a short rest. So you have 2 of your downtime actions for your short rests. Everyone's going with what? We'll go around the table here quickly.
I will stay sentry watch, even though we have the guards above us, and I will clear my hit points.
Okay.
I decided to clear my hit points, and I was wanting to add armor, but I can't, because I had so much stress. So I got rid of my stress as well, since I get a long rest.
Correct, 'cause you can
with
do
my
stuff.
What
With
I
your
am.
stuff. Is this long rest or short rest?
This is a short rest.
Except for her.
I mean, if you want to take a long rest, you can.
No time. We cool.
All right.
I cleared my stress.
All right.
And does anyone else want to prepare?
I thought, yeah, we could do like a
I would love
hope.
to learn a little from you, yes.
Well, what I do is I start to pull a little bit of thread out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It goes. I tie it off and I start wrapping it around my fingers.
Do Do you have any extra thread?
Jacob's ladder.
It's a cat's cradle, is what it's
Cat's
called.
cradle.
So I bring it over. Thought you might like something to play with.
Oh.
Now, flip it through. Put your finger through the third one. Both sides, and pull apart.
Cool.
I can't. It's stuck.
Okay, I'm gonna have to cut that one. I don't know how you did that. Oh,
Both of you take 2 hope?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh boy.
Screeve.
Well, I got seriously fucked up, so I'm going to fix my armor and my hit points.
All right, it's 1d4 plus 1 because you're tier 1.
So here we go for hit points. It's 4.
That's good.
So I'm back to full.
Great.
Here we go, armor. It's 5, which...
That's great.
So I'm topped off.
Great, Brixton.
I borrow some of August's.
I repaired my armor and cleared my 1 hit point damage.
You got it. And you prepared, and what else?
The other thing I did was I fixed my armor.
All right, there you go.
I'm gonna clear some stress. I did, and I'll prepare 1 hope as well.
You got it. See it. Well, I mean, you can prepare with multiple members of the party.
Oh.
They haven't. Oh, with
You
you
just
two?
prepare with 1 or more members of the party. You
Oh,
may
yeah.
each take 2 hopes. So you can take
Okay,
2 hopes.
I will prepare with you, and I will. I don't know if I have. I never understand anatomy. Do I have hooves for hands? Or do I have,
No.
'cause how do you throw a boomerang with
You get
hooves?
so in the weeds on this
been
every
making
time.
Fantasy for a decade.
I don't.
Just to note,
And throw.
you rest on the outskirts of Volkoru, not within the walls or within the heat and safe comfort of their sacred pyre, which is far atop the tower. So unless any of you wants to try and keep watch.
I said I would.
Yeah. All right. All right. I made my roll. You can roll and decide to choose yours or mine.
1d12.
Yep.
I'll take yours.
All right. Mine's a 4.
I had a 2.
Oh, that would have. Yeah. I would have got to pull this guy out. As you all prepare and you rest, and there's a brief moment where you wonder if no representative will come. You glance up and see a few soldiers get a bit twitchy, looking over aggressively in your direction. One of them gnaws on a piece of old wood, and they all seem to be staring at this stone angel. Some dark memory, some moment of mistrust. And in that time period, you feel that your presence here is likely to be safe, short-lived. I gain 2 fear. And then as we take a rest, I roll a 1d4 to gain that much fear as well, which is 1.
Okay.
Not great, but, it all helps. During this period of time, a trade representative comes up. You see a kind of heavy-set orc fella in his 30s or so, kind of receding hair pulled into a long, long ponytail out back, kind of a skullet, a scully tail, I don't know what you call it. Wearing some leathers, and he has a small, looks like a leather-bound booklet to take note. But just, hello, friends. I'm Kagan. I'm supposed to be helping you get what you need before you head off. What you looking for?
Keegan,
Aye.
I'm Brixton, Pyrekeeper Brixton.
Pyrekeeper Brixton. Aye.
Mainly, we are interested in information and aid, and maybe any small provisions to help us on our journey. We are attempting to make our way to the Barrow of Blind Repose, to the tomb of the heretic saint, Evelar.
Evelar.
Evelar. I say it with confidence.
Of course.
And correctly.
Of course. Pyrekeeper, go.
If you have any information from the scholars on what may lay ahead of us on this journey and at our final destination, that would be greatly appreciated.
I will check.
In addition, our settlement is in deep need of aid. If you could send your finest soldiers, even if it's just a handful, in any type of wares or protection or food and water. They just need to make it for a handful of more weeks until we can come back with a blessed branch. And then I'm going to pull out the war scythe, the holy war scythe, from the vaults and present it with revelry.
All right, as you're saying this right now, it's like, Honestly, we're strapped for materials, and most of what we have has to stay in Tade.
Perhaps this may sway your judgment.
That's old world make.
Yes.
Where'd you find this?
We found it at the entrance to the monastery. It was sitting at the base of the old god, of a statue of the old god, Aratu.
What monastery?
The Firmament's Harrow.
The Luzol vaults.
Luzol Monastery. Good. I'll take this back. I'll take calls for materials we can have to spare, and I'll be right back. Closes his book and darts back off into the tower. Around this time, a short time later, a fisherman comes up with a couple fish at his side. Goes up next to you, Squid, and goes like, "Hi, mate. Yeah. I got you some fish. Yeah. What you got?
What I got?
Yeah. So you got coin?
I have, we start this game with a handful of coin, don't we?
Yeah.
I give him some of a handful.
You give him 1 or 2 handfuls.
I give him a handful of coin if you've got toys.
He reaches over and takes a fish off the hook, kind of glances over at the guards, and holds a pouch under one fish and hands it to you as he receives 1 handful. This contains no toys yet, but it does contain 2 uses of snap powder. Which snap powder, it's a consumable.
Yes.
You can heal 1 hit point by marking a stress.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
For you have a handful, I can give you the other fish.
Better be a very good fish.
I think you like it.
Okay.
Takes the other fish off the hook, and then a larger pouch kind of curled underneath. It's barely hidden by the fish, and he's like, hands it over to you, and you take it, and he gives you a nod and darts off back into the woods.
You better hope I like it.
It's like Keith Richards talking to Jack Sparrow.
Within there are 2 things. One is a whistle carved and crafted from yellow bone that's about that long. And then the other is a small glass vial that looks like it was cracked and repaired, and within it is a somewhat thick purplish substance that you've probably seen used by some of folks in your past, known as heart curdle venom.
Heart curdle venom.
Yes.
That sounds
good. Heart curdle, like venom that makes your blood.
The curdle. That's great.
I walk over to Adelia and hold out my hands. Which one?
That one.
Oh, you guessed right. That's the one I imagined it was in.
Is it a whistle?
It is a whistle.
I love whistles.
You blow it, and the sound is unearthly. It's it's like a 2-tone trill that shifts. You ever have 2 tones that are just slightly off at the same time, and they seem to warp into each other? It's like 2 separate whistles that kind of seem to shift into just a slightly off wave, and all of the soldiers all kind of go and look over. In fact, many people in the city all glance over from far up on multiple levels. That can be heard from quite some distance.
Oops.
Good to know.
We could find you if we needed to find you. Oh, that's true, yes. A sound in the darkness.
Every monster.
I'm going to
And
take the
trash.
string.
That's true.
And tie it on the whistle and put it around my neck. Thank you, Scream.
Eventually,
So
Keegan returns.
Thank you.
For this fine offer, we can supply you with food for the rest of your journey. as well as something that might help you along this as well, and hands you a note that he scribbles on and passes it over to you. This is you are passing over a holy relic from the old world, and you, in trade, get information and
It's a recipe for a minor stamina potion.
Whoa!
As a downtime move, you can use the bone of a sizable creature to craft a minor stamina potion.
Oh, good.
That's awesome.
And paprika.
That's awesome. As a downtime move, so short rest or long rest?
Yeah. You just use a move. You just have to have a bone to do it. To craft
a lot of
a
bones.
stamina potion.
With MSG.
I would like to keep my bones inside of me. You're a different story.
And the other sheet that is prepared, along with like some food supplies, are handed over. A number of water skins with fresh water in them. More or less like a fair amount of stuff to at least you don't have to worry about scrounging for food on the journey there. The journey back.
Gulp, gulp, gulp,
Who
gulp,
knows?
gulp, gulp. Eat, 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 eat.
The other scrap you get is, and based on your request, we went to one of our faithful who looked up on what you had, and this is what they said to deliver, and hands you another note that he tears out of his book.
Is this about Evelier?
This says, in the years after the apostasy, Evliar rose as a holy warrior without sight, but instead supposed vision of the path the gods took when they left. It was said her smile gave a golden glow, and her face, it says in quotes, her face is the threshold to salvation. A following began to gather around her in the wake of the gods' absence, and her promise of following the gods to their heavenly realms beyond this domain. The following began to grow to where the grand ordinance that remained behind didn't like them drawing the flock from their faith. And thus she was branded a heretic by the remaining ordinance and executed, her eyes and face removed, and her body sealed within the tomb you speak of. The branch was laid with her in hopes of keeping her corrupt spirit bound away.
Okay.
So she was a rough end to that one.
Don't look in her eyes.
And a golden glow to her smile.
Scavenger hunt.
Doesn't mean anything to me.
I'm just thinking of the glowing rock that we found in the skull.
Oh, the
in
Valor Stone?
The Valor Stone.
What was she named a heretic for?
Because she was gathering a following
After
of
the old gods departed,
Yeah,
so she
toward
could
like
follow the
The Grand Ordinance were the most holy of priests and cardinals and faith-based leaders of Ember Reach, who were part of the God King Othedius' council and court. And to have a young woman step from obscurity and in the midst of this chaos offer a path of divinity and draw their flock from them, that was not allowed.
it's the Romans executing Jesus Christ kind of a vibe.
Don't know who that is.
Well, Marisha is saying, you know, biblically accurate angels.
Yeah, fair
that's
enough.
what we're trying to
Fair
do.
enough.
Jean d'Arc.
Okay. Laid to rest with a blessed branch to keep her soul, like, bound, basically. Okay. Cool. Got it. Great. And then any word of them sending aid or soldiers to Desperlock?
You already see about 10 soldiers who are currently armoring up. And
All right.
Keegan Deed says that with this, and takes the warglaive from, or the war scythe from you. This is a mighty gift, and for that, aid will be sent. A number of parcels and some soldiers' support to Desperlock. No promise of how long, and should things begin to downturn, for their safety, they will return. However, with good faith, may us enduring be at each other's side. Gives a nod and backs up and heads back inside, clutching this incredible ancient weapon, wraps it over with some cloth, binds it, and hands it over to a couple other soldiers, and they all kind of enter through the gate, which then closes behind them. The soldiers turn back and wait expectantly for you to leave.
He was very nice once you gave him something. You should have given the Baron something. Maybe if you showed the Baron the war's eye.
Well, they didn't give us the time of day, did they?
No, they're not nice.
They're not nice. You're correct. Are we sure we want to keep traveling with this child?
Yes,
I would rather.
please.
I would rather keep them than send them off and have them describe us and tell every passing person what we look like and what we're doing.
Are you heretics? Should we cut off your face?
I mean, I suppose it would depend on who you asked, if we were heretics or not.
And Idol, you're all right with this?
More the merrier. Strength in numbers. Some other cliche.
Yes, we all know how our last adventure went when we involved a child.
That's my worry. But
we can't leave her here.
I guess very quick introductions as we walk and talk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Brixton.
Hello, Brixton.
Hi.
Screeve.
I've heard. Yes. Nice to meet you, Screeve.
I'm Adelia Pruitt. So nice to meet you. This is Violet Pruitt.
You have a last name.
Yes.
Those are rare.
Is it?
I don't have a last name.
You had a title, though.
I do have a title.
Fancy?
I'm Idle. This is Misty.
Hello. I like that you're made of stone. I think that's very cool.
I like your doll.
Thank you.
And you come from where again?
I come from... I found my way to this form. I was a floating spirit for some time.
You said you were something before. Do you remember what that was?
I do not.
No.
Like one of the floating spirits around the water?
Yes. And then I found my way, pulled down into this. My friend August here awoke the stone. And I somehow slipped into it, but I have many memories of it.
Well, you're a moaning spirit. Did you moan a lot?
I don't feel like I did. I don't feel like I did. Maybe I did. Oh. Trying. I don't know. I don't think I did.
She makes beautiful music, though. She's a relic in herself.
I do. I make music.
What kind of music?
Oh, it sounds... I've never really heard anything like it.
Do you play an instrument?
Well, the wings are my instrument. And I also have many...
Oops.
Many boobs. And...
Play us a ditty.
All right, I'll play a ditty.
I'll play us a titty.
I'll play us a titty. You know what I'll use?
But it's stone, right?
4 wings?
You know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna do... I'm gonna do a rally song. So you just hear, she fully spreads her wings out, and as her sort of wings bristle in the wind, it almost sounds like wind chimes, but also almost like when you play on a keyboard and it's the synth pad, that it's like all the angels singing. It's like 4 of them to a key. It just sounds sort of otherworldly but beautiful and relaxing. And you all gain a d6 to add to an action roll, a reaction roll, a damage roll, or to clear a number of stress equal to the dice result.
Screeve just stares at you and then rolls around somersaulting and then stands up and stares at you and then rolls around some more and then stares at you. Fascinating.
Thank you. You are too.
Need more wings. What about you? You're awfully quiet.
Just my mind on the journey ahead.
Oh, yes. Known each other for a long time, have you?
A few months.
Thick as thieves? Friends, partners, family? How'd you categorize it?
Traveling companions.
Survivors.
We know what that's like.
Very well.
And then, as Misty said, this is August.
We've met.
And
Very dashing with that hat.
that is the Valiant Snakes.
I mean, thank you for that. Yeah, I'm Snix. I'm not valiant.
He's
usually,
the
but
deadliest among us.
Brave.
So brave.
I can run really fast, but when we're gonna need to, because we're heading into the screaming forest, and it's bad.
Show me. Run to that tree.
Okay.
30 yards.
I run to that tree.
Pretty quickly.
How did you
turn
break
around.
your horn?
How did I break my horn? Oh, well, it's dangerous out there in the wastes.
Come back for the tree.
Oh.
New Year?
I was attacked. Sorry, I just got to catch my breath.
Do you want some water?
Charlie good.
Sure.
Hamster?
A little animal.
Goat's drink?
Yes.
I don't know how animals work.
Hamster in a cave. A little drip bottle.
The little ball.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. That's all I'll say. It's dangerous out there. I don't know if you've
Nice
spent much time out there, but it's
But he has felled many beasts.
So many.
many by accident, if I'm being honest. I mean, I was just trying to get away, and they just kind of died.
Felled or felt?
Deadly kick.
Felled? Killed?
Felt or felled?
Felled?
Felled.
I can't tell the difference. What did you say?
Felled?
Did you touch
No tea.
beasts?
We move on.
All right, trekking through the dense forest forward. What path do you take? The screaming forest. You watch as the foliage begins to fade. The leaves begin to die away, and instead, a landscape of tall, gnarled, twisted trees of extended, leafless branches, like ever-reaching clawed hands, reaching towards a heaven that will never come for them. It is still and it is silent, and the ground itself is spongy with moss and multicolored fungus. Along the coast to the right, there is the water, where much of the sunken outskirts of the old Amber Reach sits beneath the water. What do you do?
I would say, so that we don't go off on a squiggly line amongst all these trees, if we can keep the shoreline to our right as we move north, we'll at least know we're making the right headway towards the Reach.
Yes, and that way the spirits can keep us company.
The what?
There's lots of spirits in the water.
In the
They
water?
hang out?
Yes, I hear them moaning all the time.
Really?
Yes.
I wonder if I was ever in there. Moaning.
How long have you been in your stone?
Oh, maybe 6 months or so?
I've been awake for about 6 months.
Yes.
It might have been you. I might have heard you
You
moan.
probably heard me before. Wow, that's very neat.
If you want to go into the forest, the trees talk to us.
You two specifically?
No, everyone. You'll hear it too.
Where have you been all this time that you're so anxious?
There are worse things in the screaming forest.
August, is that true? The trees speak to you.
You just have
I
to
was not
listen.
allowed out when we were in the hive. The only time I've actually ever been in the forest was when we were running. That was it. From the screaming forest, or more specifically from beneath it. So, not a good place. Not at all.
Well, then even further, want to stick to the eastern shore.
Yes, I would suggest we avoid it.
We hug the shoreline.
Okay. You deviate from the forest thick and instead head towards the shore. This now the midday, mid-afternoon light. As you break from the thickest parts of the screaming forest, you can see the glass-like water as it sits. It's not the water, it's the mist that hangs. The waves still push in and out, but you can only hear them, not see them. The thick mist hangs over the water, and the way the light hits it, it leaves this pale, ghostly blue glow that just kind of floats across the surface. The closer you get to the shore, it almost seems like the sunlight chokes in proximity, and you can see the tops of ancient buildings, crumbled towers, and strange shapes moving. Dozens, hundreds of tiny little wisps, flickers, light blue shapes moving. Ghosts. This is a haunted bay, and you watch as they drift through the mist. Do you wish to move stealthily or quickly?
Bay is haunted.
Are these the spirits that you speak of?
Always was.
Yes. Poor spirits. Poor lonely houses underneath the water.
Whatever doesn't cause a ruckus would be better.
Stealthily, then.
Who is helming the stealth for this group?
Screeve is very sneaky.
Sneaky. Feel free.
All right, Screeve. Before you roll, I would like everybody else here to roll finesse for me. This is a reaction roll, so no hope or fear gained. Snix.
7.
Okay, -1.
No hope or fear.
August.
14.
14. -2.
Whoa.
Wow, that's
15.
high.
15 is average.
17.
17 plus -1.
5.
-2.
8.
-3.
16.
16. So whatever you rolled, -2.
Well, it's a 4 and a 4, so I guess it's a 2 and a 2.
Dang.
Crits. That's a lot of crits.
You guys have
That's
been
a lot
critting
of
a
crits.
lot.
We're crit heads.
Yeah.
Keep low, and quiet, and push along the outskirts. The ghosts wander near the shore. A few coast beyond the mist itself. But the mist rides with them and pours onto the outskirts of the forest. You find yourself pushed against the tree line as you stay low amongst the moss and fungus. And you get glances of some of these spirits. Sallow-looking wayfish, civilians, women's eyes white, their hair drifting like underwater, their mouths agape and stretched, hands reaching for any semblance of warmth. You see children drifting, turning, their expressions stretching before they into mist as well. You look beneath the water as you get close for just a moment, and you can see what looks like hands, skeletal, reaching through the water. Or is it just kelp? Plant life, it's hard to tell. The mist causes it all to shift and stretch. But the ghosts don't take notice. You push ahead. The day has grown long for some who have not rested, and others who have been exposed. Since a short rest and a long rest was taken at Balkoru, I need you all to mark a stress as you're starting to grow tired without a night's sleep. However, the screaming forest, you are not in the dense center. Instead, you are keeping to the far outskirts along the side. Now it seems the water seems to push into what was the dried core of it is now just a thick marsh. And you can see the water of the bay spills into small streams of brackish water, where that low mist kind of gently flows through. As you do, you hear a sound that you took in the past to mean the trees were talking. It sounds like a low hum.
Do you hear it?
That's the talking you mentioned?
Singing. Can you hear it?
Trying to look above, I am looking.
Make an instinct roll for me, please.
Yeah, I've heard that sound before.
I don't think those are the trees.
August usually does that. When he flies.
That's a 10 with hope.
Something.
10 with
The
hope.
hive. Something.
You gain a hope, but you don't see anything in the vicinity. And you hear it again. A second source, not far away.
August?
They're gonna tear from the sky, kill anything that comes at us.
You don't see anything, but you are on the cusp of the waters here, with the ghost still pondering out. What do you do?
Do we run or do we hide? Tell us.
Hide.
Hide?
I don't know.
Can I use my Slyborn to have advantage on finding a safe place for us to hide? Using the trees or the terrain or maybe the underbrush.
Yeah, if you'd like to, go ahead and roll a finesse roll for me with advantage to see if you can find some safe place for you all to batten down.
11, 17, minus 1, 16 with fear.
With fear, okay.
Oh, look at all that fear. He's gone.
It's been worse.
Gathering the rest of the troop and kind of taking a quick cue from Idle, you pull them aside. Right now, the brush is thin near the water, but it gets a bit thicker just a ways into it. You pull away from the haunted edge to not draw the attention from the spirits that stalk and haunt the edge. And in doing so, you push just fairly, ever so gently deeper into the forest. But here there is dense undergrowth beneath the trees. And amongst where this kind of murky water pours, there are raised hills and little pressing areas where you can kind of hide in alcoves amongst the multicolored yellow and orange moss. And you all push into there, and the buzz gets quieter.
Screed is rocking in his crouch and tugging at the ring in his chest.
As you're sitting there kind of
So funny, Screed.
breathing as slowly and carefully as you can, you hear,
It sounds cute.
and you glance over into the moss to your left, that kind of yellow and orange moss, a little dark eye opens up, and it kind of peeks through to you, and you see a little, like a mushroom crest, maybe about a foot and a half across, and a little dark eye, and another that opens up, and it kind of pulls forward, looking to you with a cocked head.
Hello, friend. Oh.
Kind of like withdraws slightly back into the alcove and just kind of stares at you.
We didn't mean to disturb. We're just keeping our heads down for a minute.
Hello, and oh.
Does anyone speak mushroom?
Hello. Do you want to play? What's your name? Try to pet it.
You reach and scratch its head a little bit, and it's kind of spongy and soft. And it kind of like leans a little into it. One of its little black beady eyes kind of blinks a little bit.
Scratching its brain.
And you like hear. And you see from the nearby moss a few others
Not
kind of like
miners,
blink, blink,
miners.
blink, blink, and they'll kind of communicating a bit.
I'm gonna stand behind Brixton, just sort of using. She is my shield.
Yes, I am your shield. I puff up a
You see
little.
the three of them kind of step out of the moss and kind of like move there. You can now see like arms kind of and kind of legs, and they're about 3.5 feet tall, a little taller than you even, as they kind of like. And the one that you were kind of scritching kind of steps forward a little closer.
I don't trust it as much anymore.
It reaches for your doll.
Don't reach for Violet. Violet is very shy.
Could we give it something else?
And it charges you. I need to put a map down.
That's he makes noises.
I hate this forest. I hate this forest. I hate this forest.
Ow.
Those
My
noises.
peck just seized up. I was looking your way. And
Your own noises. Daggerheart. Daggerheart.
Hello, creepy forest.
Hunteries.
So while you are all
Yay.
keeping under this alcove on the side here.
Cool. God, that's
This
pretty.
one
Look
with
at
like
the sponge.
I love it.
Creepy.
I bet those.
Perch or
Yeah.
moron.
The trees.
Oh
yeah,
This one.
This is
Oh, little mushroom dudes.
Another would come around
Look
from
at
this
these.
side.
It's coming to hug
They're
you.
so cute.
Are we fighting a bunch
Another
of fungrels?
Oh, they're so cute.
They're not that far. Real please.
So, with my beginning to this combat based on the fear that you had rolled to hide here, the mushroom right there activates and lunges towards you.
Oh no.
Activates fungi.
That's cute. Actually, I'm going to spend a fear, and I'm going to use the group attack.
Oh.
And so all three of these are going to move into there, into there,
Uh-oh.
into there, and all of them kind of like with an unnatural speed dart towards you, and all three are going to make a group attack against Adelia.
Uh-oh.
That is going to be a 12.
11.
Oh, that does hit you. Okay. So you take 6 points of physical damage.
Okay. I'm okay. I'm going to activate my rune ward. I'm going to spend a hope
Okay.
to diminish that damage
Okay. By how much?
by 1d8.
Go ahead and roll 1d8.
Did you use?
Oh, I haven't used it. I was going to mark them, but I have not. So 1d8.
All right.
7! So I don't take any damage.
Indeed. All right. I'm going to spend another fear.
Thank you, grandfather.
As you watch, the hill above you seems to shake as the moss that's hanging over this overhang hangs slightly. And as all those three fungus figures kind of, after they withdraw from the strike, the magic pushing them back from your rune ward, they... And you hear...
Is it Daddy?
No!
Is it Mommy?
No, what is that sound? Why are you able to do that?
As the very alcove you were hiding under seems to shift and come to life.
Uh-oh.
As it maneuvers and
Fucking Vader.
That's so cool.
Oh, jeez.
is going to...
That's so cool.
I'm going to spend
Many.
a fear for the...
That ain't a mini.
You know what? I'm going to spend a fear to do funky backup.
Funky backup.
It's going
Funky
to conjure
backup.
2 more fungus.
Funky backup.
They all pull out bases.
They all pull up in the base.
Both of these fungus immediately
Fungidelic.
are summoned and activate. One's coming at you, Screeve, and one's coming at you, Misty. When it's you, Screeve, that's only going to be a 7.
No, that doesn't work.
And against you, Misty, that's going to be a 13.
That hits.
That hits. You take 2 points of physical damage.
Those are the worst.
Ooh, and I forgot to
Drain.
mention, you
Wanna
reduce
use
the
an armor?
damage, but they did strike you. You both mark an armor slot, as their touch is caustic and begins to burn through your armor.
Ooh, if they
So-
if they touch you at all?
They touch you at all.
So I can't use my armor then.
You can use, if you have an additional one, you
I
can,
have
but you
one.
just lose a slot.
Oh. Because I only have 1 armor, which I was going to use to get rid of
It's
it.
gone before you can use it.
Got it. Okay.
So you take a hit point.
So I take a hit point. That's okay.
You only ever have 1 armor slot?
No, I have 3, but I decided to get rid of stress and clear and.
That's going to end my activation. What do you want to do?
I leap at the first one that was attacking Adelia, claws out, and I will just try to like land on its chest with my weight and roll it into the bog.
You got it.
You didn't say the rules of the game. That is a 12 with hope.
12 with hope, that definitely just hits. So you gain a hope and go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. There's my 8 plus 3. That is 6 points.
That's 6 points?
Damage.
All right. You go ahead and completely bisect that fungus. It gets wrecked and scattered. The other fungus.
I hold up muck-covered claws to you.
All right. Who else wants to go?
I will roll unnecessarily in between the big guy and one of the little ones just to get on the other side of him, like behind him if I can.
You can get there.
Yep, and I will swing my halberd above my head and you'll see it glow with divine energy, and I'll cast Spirit Weapon. And I'll mark a stress to be able to start swinging it, building up the momentum, and then it'll swing along the ground and aim at the legs of both the little guy and the big.
You got it. Roll an attack.
Okay, sweet. Here we go. That is 15, 16, 17 to hit.
Hope or fear?
With hope.
Hope. Take that hope, and that is a success. Go ahead and roll damage.
Beautiful. That'll hit both of them for D10 plus 2. 6, 7, 8. 8 physical damage. Where's the halberd? Slices through.
The halberd completely destroys the recently conjured fungus and then sticks into the large rot lord. And it barely carves through its body before returning to your hand, and where you cut, spores just kind of out. And you watch the spores are kind of filling the air around. No immediate effect, but this air does smell a little strange.
And I'll take 2 steps back as the spores fill out, just out of like, oh god.
You got it.
Last time that happened, a girl died.
That finishes your go. Who's up next?
I will follow
Brixton.
in Idol's tumble, and I will tumble and kind of get between this fungus dude and the rot lord.
Sweet roll.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Thanks, man. Do I go unstoppable here?
Unstoppable.
I'll wait. That might be a bad idea, but I'll wait for now. And I'm going to attack.
The little one or the big one?
First, the big one. Yep, that's good. That's going to be 17 with hope.
That'll hit.
Nice.
And what I want to do is I want to take, I want to spin a hope to do whirlwind, and I want to hit everything else that is within very close range.
That would
so
be this one here as well. So you get
that one, it doesn't reach the other one.
You are, unfortunately, just out of range.
Are you sure?
I will measure the hell out of this. It's just under.
Okay. It's 11 damage to the big boy.
Or just, yeah. 11 damage to the big guy.
And
Marks 2
then
hit
the
points.
other guy takes half damage.
Okay. He is. Scatter, you are tearing through these fungus.
And then can I also step back just a little bit, maybe kind of next to
Screeve?
To Screeve.
You got it. Alrighty. So that finishes your go?
Yes.
Who wants to activate next?
Where's
Did you hit the one that was attacking Delia?
Did you want to go, Swift?
Oh,
Seeing that my shield is now gone and I'm exposed, I will leap up onto the top of the thing, get away. Then once up there, I will do a barrel roll.
Yeah! 3 in a row.
But not move, just
Perfect.
and then I feel like we should try to keep it in place, so I'm going to cast Vicious Entangle.
Yes, yes.
On the thing. I will cast a spell.
On the Rot Lord?
On the Rot Lord. And I'm
You
going
got
to
it.
use your D6
Great.
to add to this.
Yes, don't forget you have a d6 to add to things.
17, but with fear.
That's okay. We
That
had a
is
pretty
a
good
success,
run.
though.
Yep.
Had a pretty good run.
All right, so you go ahead and restrain him. Go ahead and roll damage for the tangle.
Oh, I rolled an 8, so that's 9 damage, plus I will mark a stress to mark it with my ranger focus.
You got it. All right.
That's it.
All right. As it comes back to me, first I will spend a fear.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Come on, no, the commotion. The commotion.
Just
The hive,
a
the
distant
hive.
sound of the trees talking seems to
It's
get
not
slightly
talking.
louder. Activating the Rot Lord here. First, I'm going to spend a fear to get rid of its restrain.
God
Or let me
damn.
see.
Damn it.
Actually, it doesn't need to because you're in melee. So it's going to go ahead and instead attempt to envelop you.
Put your fear
Yes.
back, Matt, because you pushed it over.
That's right.
I'm just letting you know.
No, I appreciate that. All right, so attack against you. That is
No,
going
we
to
couldn't
be
trust you.
17 to hit you.
17 to hit. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. The Rot Lord reaches out with its massive arms, and as you look now, the clusters of fungus around it have discoloration of all types and sorts, but things hang and shift and move as it does, and you notice that parts of its body are comprised of other bodies.
Yep.
There are at least 4 other humanoid corpses
Oh!
that arms and legs dangle from its limbs or partially or slowly being consumed and sent back to the nature around it from within,
Cool.
of which it grabs August and pulls you into its form. You immediately mark a stress.
Yeah.
Does the arm that grabs August look like Caduceus Clay?
Hey. Oh, that's not nice.
While you're enveloped,
Yeah.
you must mark an additional stress every time you make an action roll.
Oh, no.
You're only freed when it takes severe damage. So that's a scenario there. It's going to use a reaction, Fear Spores. When a creature within close range... Actually, no, sorry. That doesn't come in yet. Never mind.
Fear spores?
That'll be later.
Fear Spores!
That'll be later.
May I? I'm upset.
So, that is going to be that. I'm going to burn another fear to activate the other 2 fungus that are present and burn a fear to do their group action.
Oh, no.
They're both going to
All
cluster
over.
up and swarm onto close movement in on you.
Idealia.
Ideally.
Give him Violet!
That's going to be a 15 to hit.
Sacrifice the dog!
That's going to be 4 points of physical damage to you.
4 points.
Well, I'll sleep better.
I'm going to spend a hope to use my rune ward again.
Okay, go for it.
Pretty good ability.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. 8. I don't take any damage.
Don't take any
That
damage.
is
But you
cool.
do burn an armor slot from its cost of usage.
Oh.
Special child.
Great.
That's my activation.
All right. I am going to Wild Flame on Rot Lord and 2 of the other
By the way,
creatures.
this is, sorry,
If it hits,
this is the timer on the approaching sound. I placed it up there for you guys to see. It's on a 3.
I'm also going to use my rally die.
So if we maybe negate this quickly, we could still continue hiding. Is that the vibe?
Maybe.
Should we do a group thing?
Tag teaming?
Tag team? Might be a bad idea.
To the big guy.
To the big boy.
That'd
well,
be nice.
we also need to do a severe damage in order to get him out.
So, yes, please.
Let me try to do a...
Who are you tag teaming with?
Are you tag teaming or are you trying something?
I was going to do Wild Flame and try to, because I can get 2 people, but that's only 2d6, so I don't know if that would end up being severe for Rot Lord. So we should team up.
Well, I think you can still do Wild Flame and then maybe team up. I'll do a tag team with you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you want to spend your hope or mine?
I'll spend my hope.
All right. So maybe we can. Yeah.
All right, so what are you both doing?
All right. I was thinking of Wild Flame.
Which is a melee attack against the Rot Lord?
Which is, yes, so I will have to move up. Thank you.
You can get there.
Okay.
So you kind of leap over this fungus and land here next to it. And Brixton, you kind of come in close, both of you kind of tangling up toe to toe with the Rot Lord.
As I see Misty start to conjure the flame, my focus starts to get a little enraptured as I start to see the flame of the pyre and start thinking about everything that happens. And then I start repeating my Orderborn value. The strongest steel must first be tempered by the flame. The strongest steel must first be tempered by the flame. I'm going to take my great sword and run it, or technically my falchion, and run it through your flame.
Go!
Sick.
2, okay.
And then I'm going to use my Orderborn value to roll a d20 as my hope die.
Whoa.
So I put my flame hand over first.
You both charge in. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Ooh, are you fucking serious?
No, look.
And I rolled it when I touched it.
Oh, no, I thought that was,
No.
never mind. I was blind. Shit. Could have been worse.
Why are you re-rolling?
It was cocked.
Okay. Somehow your dice always
Yeah,
get
it wasn't what I wanted it to
That's
be, so
okay.
I re-rolled it.
Do you have a good roll?
No.
Can I add my d6 from her
What do you
that
mean?
you gave me?
Yeah.
Her empowered
Rally
die?
die? Yeah, that's what it's there for.
Okay. That's much better. Okay. 16
11.
With?
with hope.
With hope. That is a success. So you both gain a hope from that?
I rolled with.
It doesn't matter. It's
No, you both take per roll.
Take my roll.
Okay.
So you're both going to help in the success, and both you roll
That's
damage.
right.
Question the voice from
I know,
the
I
sky.
shouldn't have. We haven't done a team up yet. Okay.
Okay. 12 damage.
6 damage to 3 creatures. Or can I pump them all into the Rot Lord?
Well, 3 creatures in melee with you.
Okay.
If you look at what it says. So you can only one of them is in melee to hit the Rot Lord, unfortunately. Is that what it
Within
says?
melee range.
Correct, which is right next to you.
Okay.
Which currently, to get to help out with this to hit the Rot Lord, you have to get out of range of the other 2 mushrooms. So you can only hit the Rot Lord with this.
Okay, that's fine. Great.
So it's a total of 6 damage
It's a total of 6
And how much?
damage.
Plus 12.
plus 12. That's 18 points of damage, which is its damage threshold for severe.
Yeah!
So it
Okay.
takes 3 hit points, and you watch as August gets spilled out onto the ground.
Lordy. That was tight.
Can I grab him and push him behind me?
Sure. He's where he stands now. So you pull him off to the side, and he's right there.
Screeve, look at the hole it left. Let's play.
Should we make it bigger?
Yeah.
I sink into the water. Which is dark, I assume.
It's murky.
I'm gonna, okay. No, it's not. Okay. Then
This is between shadow and water. I'm just making sure that we're working with balance.
Okay. Then I will just charge. I'll set you up, and we're gonna tag team. I'm gonna spend 3 hope on my end.
So I'll say, if you want to try and hide within the water to do this,
Yes, I do.
I'll allow you. I'll roll a finesse roll to see
Okay.
if you can effectively hide in it.
Okay.
Because it's murky, but it's not like impossible to see when
Finesse
you
roll. It is a 16 with fear.
Okay, so you do manage to hide and slink beneath the water.
Okay.
But it does come to me when you do that.
Great.
Oh,
There's the
so
challenge.
we
of-
can't do our thing. Okay.
Not in the moment.
Okay.
So this is kind of how the
So
back
I've
and forth
disappeared,
goes. So you disappear and you are now hidden, or in this instance, cloaked within the water.
Between worlds. Yep.
Kind of shifting into shadow, preparing for it. But in that moment, the Rot Lord, from a moment of inspiration and anger of losing its current meal, begins to charge. I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and have it attempt to envelop you.
Okay.
It's
Not going to be a very good snack.
It's going to certainly try. That is going to be 11.
That just hits.
Okay.
I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
You are enveloped by the Rot Lord within
a
its
rock
body.
a day.
Yeah.
Within Marcus stress.
Okay.
And you are within its form. I'm also going to burn a fear. Oh, this counts down to a 2. And the 2 other fungus are going to activate, and they're going to both make a group attack against you.
Aren't I gone?
Is he hiding?
Oh no, yeah, you're banished from this section. So instead,
Yay!
it's going to be against, you, because you're right there.
Okay.
Everyone else went away.
My dress is all holy now.
It's a 5.
Ha!
So they
I
miss.
duck and roll. They don't hit me.
Mhm.
I do a somersault.
Do a barrel
I do a somersault.
roll.
That's my activation. Barrel ride. Who would like to go?
Well,
they were
now that you spent your
Yes,
fear,
now you can take it.
I fly up out of the water under its grundle and start clawing my way up and tearing away with my little mini iron claws.
Have you no decency?
I start at the grundle and I move up its belly and I go, and I can see stone. Girl, now! And I do a barrel roll into the water.
Do a barrel roll! Barrel rider.
This is the tag team.
Yeah, this is our tag
Are you
team.
tag
This is me
teaming?
Yeah.
opening up its underbelly so that
I'm
All
gonna
right.
unleash chaos into its belly.
Let's go.
I make Violet do a barrel roll. And then I send magic from
Oh my
God!
Let's go. Roll your attacks, please.
Oh, we both roll,
We both
and then
roll.
we take the better
I'm
of the
gonna
two.
add the
I love
d6
her.
that she gave me as well.
I have a 17 with hope.
Oh, good.
Ooh, that's
I got 17 with hope as well.
That's
but I
great.
added a 1.
That's 18 with hope for both of you.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, and I'm coming from cloaked now, so
I'm
under
going
Marcus stress.
to
Yes, yes.
unleash chaos, so that's I've got to mark no. Oh no, I can just unleash my chaos. Okay.
Plus the sneak. 11 from me.
Good.
12, and then I'm going to mark a stress to double the damage of my 8 here. So that's 16 plus 4, that's 20 damage.
That is a severe wound.
31.
31 points of damage.
31?
Together.
Together? Doesn't double its severe, but it's close. So that is 3 hit point wounds on it, onto the Rot Lord, which spits out your friend there. Oh goodness. Man, I'm not getting to use my engulf ability. That makes me sad. For now. All right, that finishes your activation.
More?
It's back in. They succeeded, so it's up to you.
Well,
Let's do it.
We're gonna also do a tag team.
Let's go.
Yeah, burn all your hope against a very important enemy.
We can get this done.
Why are you saying it like
Why are
that?
you saying it like
Why are you
that?
saying it like
That's
that?
fun.
Look at his head. He's huge. He's got corpses for limbs.
There's spores in the air.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you each spend 3 hope to do the tag team?
Just
No,
one person.
just 3 person
Okay,
for one of you.
Okay.
And you got one back, right?
Oh, and you get
Oh.
one back if you succeed.
And we-
Because we
That's right,
succeeded
And
that's
we
right.
both
Thank
roll
you.
with hope, so we. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's still in
Are
time.
you also attacking the Grundle?
I'm also attacking the Grundle.
After you.
I'll do a quick barrel roll. It kind of hurt. This time I will rear back with my boomerang, and instead of throwing it at the beast, I will throw it at August.
Ooh, proper.
I take my needle and I fire the thread and I grab it and I start to swing it in a long arc and then reel it in at just double the speed as this thing normally moves.
Hell yeah.
Right
Awesome.
into it.
Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Centrifugal?
Mine's 17 with hope.
And mine's 17. Mine's 19 with fear. So 17 with hope is probably better
Let's
to
do
go.
17 with hope.
I agree.
17 with hope.
That's what I would do.
Okay, that succeeds.
We hit with like a 16, so.
All right. And I'm gonna use your die to
Great.
add to my damage.
I am also going to mark a stress to double my damage.
So you don't have to say ahead of time that you're adding the d6. You can do it after you roll.
I think that's your bardic ability, right? You can.
And we
I
all
think,
have
add
that
it
from you, right?
retroactively.
Yeah.
What's it say for the rally die?
What's it say for the rally die?
A PC can spend their rally die to roll it, adding the result to their action roll, reaction roll, damage roll, or to clear a number of stress equal to the result. At the end of each session, clear all unspent rally dice.
Okay. So, I mean, for the purposes of this, I'd say you can apply it to a roll beforehand.
Beforehand. Okay.
I feel like I remember with Bunny, we could do it retroactively.
We were in beta.
7.
But also, everyone gets it. And it's pretty.
So that's 22.
22 total points of damage.
22 points of damage.
Yes.
How do you both want to do this?
Like the boomerang.
I mean, 3 tag teams in a row is no.
Circles several times, and then at some point it goes back to your hand, and we both pull to slice.
Okay.
Goat and spider undefeated.
I pull with my cloven hoof hands.
And then I barrel roll.
And then we both barrel.
As you carve through it, the spores spill out, and it falls and kind of sinks into the swamp. The brackish water beginning to slowly let it dissolve as it returns to the land from whence it came.
Hide.
Toss me that
There still
boomerang.
are 2 fungus up.
Oh, it doesn't go with him?
Maybe they'll hide with us.
No.
I'm gonna shoot out a returning blade.
Go for it.
I haven't used this yet.
Let's use it. Roll an attack for me,
Okay.
I was going to say, because we're still in hope.
Oh, so I got hope.
All right. That's not a lot. Wait, am I adding? I'm not adding presence or anything, I guess. Oh, proficiency. I'm adding my proficiency?
No.
Nope, that's something else. Finesse. +1.
Yep.
10 with hope.
That misses, unfortunately.
Okay, that's okay.
You gain a
that's
hope.
Okay. That's okay, but I gain a
I'm
hope.
going to turn and hit the little
Hold
guy.
on.
Oh.
Because she failed, it returns to me.
Oh, shit.
But I rolled with hope.
Yeah.
But
I still failed, so you're good.
I don't gain a I don't gain a fear for it,
No, I know.
but it still returns to me. I get turns here too, guys. So as it returns to
No.
me, I'm going to first activate one of these fungi, who's going to dart forward on this end and attack you, who just struck out at my friends.
Come on, little fun.
That's going to be 13 to hit.
That hits.
All
I
right.
am your shield.
Oh, your armor.
I am your shield.
How close?
You are.
Close.
Yeah, you're within very
An
close.
ability and a thing that I say.
So you take 2
It
points
is
of
both.
physical damage.
Huh?
You take 2 points of physical damage.
I will remove it.
All right. And you also burn an armor slot on top of that because
Okay.
of the caustic fungus.
What happens if your armor is like all your slots are gone? It just means you can't.
It just means you just take the damage as it is. You
Okay,
can't
okay,
reduce
okay,
it. I'm going to spend my last fear at that point to call once more on this landscape's funky backup. And 2 more fungus arise.
Funky backup.
One
We could run.
from there.
Maybe we should run at this point.
I think we should run.
Oh, also, we're down to the count of 1 because of your failure on that one.
Your failure.
That's okay.
That feels terrible.
Sorry. It's I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it that way.
That is my nightmare. It's all your fault.
You didn't study for the test.
No.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Why don't I have pants on? Why am I naked?
Those 2 immediately activate, and they're going to come after you. That is going to be a natural 1.
Barrel roll away.
There you go. Perfect. And the other one's going to come once again for you. That's going to be a 12.
That hits.
Okay, you
Your
take-
stupid dress is all destroyed.
2 points of physical damage.
I'll use a prayer die to reduce the damage. No damage.
You still lose an armor slot.
Real holy man.
It still is an armor slot.
But no damage to you.
Do you barrel roll
Now,
it to her?
that finishes my activation, and I'm out of fear.
You're out of fear.
Who's going?
I turn around and I hit the thing that tried to hit me with Violet. I'm just gonna smack it with Violet.
Go for it. Roll for an attack.
Violet filled
Just
with
a little
lead ball bearings.
Sack of quarters.
That's 14 with fear.
14 with fear. That does hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. This fungus gets blasted away.
I feel like each time you get a fear,
The
you
timer
should be able
finishes
to
counting down.
have a cackle.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, down.
The heavy buzz gets louder and louder. You begin to panic as you see 2 shapes flying overhead. 2 large sets of wings as you see these odd hornet-like creatures coasting overhead.
Murder hornets.
Just the shadow is there at first. You're like, oh, they're like large bees or hornets, but you see legs dangling and arms and long, pointed, proboscis faces as they... You know these to be hive collectors.
Yep.
And they've taken note of your presence as they arrive on the field. It's your activation.
Some carboniferous shit.
No, I rolled
Alright.
with fear.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, on my turn,
You brought them.
you brought them in. That was my
Okay.
action on that one, and I'm going to hold on to that fear.
Okay.
Oh boy.
What do we do? Do we run or do we fight them?
They're very
They can
fast.
fly. We fight.
All right.
I suppose my first thing I'm going to do is, where am I? I'm going to try and get some cover in the corner. I'm going to sit near you. I'm going to run past you. I'm going to give you some armor. I'm going to give you a temporary armor point.
You can do that?
I can. I'm adding this to my little move. It's called where'd it go? I'm going to cast Tava's armor really quickly and just take some thread and just fix your dress a little bit as I run by. You have one temporary armor point.
Thank you.
I'm going to back up and I'm going to hit the one up top with a with an
back
ice
up
spike.
here?
No, the other direction.
This way.
Yeah, about not quite that far, but almost.
Okay.
Yeah, like there. And then I'm going to hit the one up top with an ice spike.
Fungus or the collector?
The collector.
Okay, let's go.
Hopping it straight up. That is ice spike. That's a. Oh, please don't fuck this up. That's 13 with hope.
That unfortunately misses.
It does?
You gain a hope. But your ice spike, in the panic as you release the
high.
spell, you instinctually know the arcana to release this manipulation of the aether wave, but just seeing the collector in front of you, you release it a little too soon and it shatters against the stone right beneath it. Immediately
Sure.
and it gives you a turn of a look, almost like it recognizes you.
Fuck.
Shit.
That's going to come to my activation. The hive collector is going to down to you.
Down, get down.
I'm going to spend a fear. No, you know what? Actually, I'm going to have it mark a stress. And it's going to attempt to throw a tangle net on you.
Oh no.
It pulls from its back. There's like a, you now like, at a closer look, you can see, like, it is definitely like a humanoid hornet type entity, but it has like straps and small collections in its side. And it pulls from it this small bound collection of what looks like tangled rope before it unfurls it and throws it your direction. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Yes. Yep. I'm holding off.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This is on your end. I don't know if this is you need to make an agility reaction roll.
I need to make an agility reaction. Okay.
Can I spend a hope?
Please.
Help.
With a reaction roll in this instance, I'm gonna say probably no.
Okay.
Do the fungus dudes look afraid of these hive collectors,
Be
or are
not
they just
afraid.
like meh?
Tell.
Do the fungus people look afraid of the hive collectors, or are they like meh?
They
Another
don't
day in the
seem
forest.
to note its presence at all, actually.
Okay.
Practically.
All right. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty good. That's 22 with hope.
22 is a success.
Nice.
The net goes wide, and you manage to duck out of the way, and it kind of pulls
No
it
hope
back
on a
with a rope.
reaction, thank you.
And it doesn't seem to have much of an effect. I'm going to spend a fear to activate this one over here, who's going to rush and fly up at this point above.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to it's going to mark a stress as well, and it's going to throw its tangle net down at you. I need you to make an agility reaction roll, please.
No problem.
Heads up, Idol!
10, 11, 12. 12 with hope.
14.
12 with hope? I mean, it's a reaction roll. So
Oh, it
no
is
hope.
just a reaction,
That's okay, but that does not succeed.
Ah!
The net falls and wraps you. You are restrained and vulnerable until you succeed to escape the net as an action roll on your turn.
Okay. Restrained and vulnerable.
That's my activation.
It smells weird in here.
Real quick, I am going to go unstoppable. Now it's time. No! And I'm going to real quickly do a barrel roll in between these two fungus guys. Yep, right there is great. I'll kind of get next to Screeve.
You got it.
And then I'm going to attack one of the fungus guys and probably do a whirlwind, but let's see if I hit. That's good. That's going to be 18 with hope.
18 with hope succeeds.
And I will do whirlwind, so I'll spin a hope, gain a hope, and do a whirlwind to hit both of them.
You got it.
And that is going to be, that's good. That is going to be 13 damage.
13 damage, yeah, that succeeds. You carve through both of those fungus, clearing the battlefield. Both of
You see it
off to
almost
the
like
sides.
as I carve through with my blade, and it almost like goes slow motion for a second as this like the spores sparkle.
Cool.
In the air. Have an anime moment. And then I'm going to I don't want to get too far. I'm gonna shift a little bit towards Misty.
Okay.
A little split the difference. I'll kind of be on the front side of her
Okay.
and also not too far from Idle either.
All right, there you go. All right, that finishes your go. Who wants to activate?
May I turn over to the hornet that's near August?
Yeah.
And I'm just wings out. They start to bristle in the wind again, and I'm going to cast Epic Song, and I have to get up to close range. Or will I? Is that okay?
You are within the target.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
going to go to this one.
You are, you're just barely in close range of your target.
All right, so I am going to do Epic Song, and that will be temporarily vulnerable.
Okay. So for that, this hive collector has become vulnerable.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Anything else you want to do in your turn? So that just happens automatically as part
That
of the
just
ability.
happens automatically.
What does it mean when they're vulnerable?
Attacks or action rolls against them have advantage.
Add that d6 naturally.
Since we're sitting here and I just saw that happen, I'm going to cast Arcane Barrage again and wind my needle with some thread and cast it out at that.
The one in front of you?
At the one.
All right.
Yeah. That's
How much hope you want to spend for this?
I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to spend 4 hope.
Whoa.
Whew.
Big spender.
Hey, big
So that's.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's 19 points of damage.
Whoa!
19 points of damage. That is definitely a severe.
And
that's 3 hit points marked on the hive collector.
And then I'm going to back up quite a bit. I'm gonna
barrel back.
I'm gonna back up to there.
You got it. All right, so that finishes your go. Do you have a follow-up now?
Do I have a follow-up?
Do you?
I was asking what you wanted to do while he was taking his turn, but if you're good, somebody else can go while you're figuring it out.
Screeve is
What you got,
itching.
Screeve?
Yeah, roll over to Idle. Idle hour there under the net. Say, listen, I can get you out of here, but if I do, you can owe me a favor.
Favor sounds good. Favor sounds good.
Start slicing away at the net with my claws. So I'm attacking the net to get Idle out.
All right. So in this instance, to pull the net off, it is a strength or agility action roll to cut him free. So in theory, you're attacking it, but you're rolling a strength or agility action roll to try and do so.
Yes.
Can I give him hope?
If you want to spend a hope to aid your friend, yes,
I will
you
give
can.
you the most awesome favor.
Hold on, Tot.
Friend might be pushing it.
Well, you know.
I'm going. Oh, you gave me hope?
Yep. D6.
So that's a D6?
Well, just to clarify, you
No,
don't
not
give someone
gave.
hope. You spend
I
hope to
spent-
help your friend.
Spent hope.
Correct.
Right, and I rolled a
Just
6.
because we want to make sure everyone understands.
Nomenclature, yeah.
Thank you. So it's with fear, but it's 2, 7, 9 plus 10, 16, because I have a
Ooh,
plus
plus
1 from
one.
agility.
16 is a success. The net is carved off.
It's so moldy.
The idol is freed from its interior.
Oh my god.
I grab you by the side of the head and I twist your ears a little bit. Go, I'll tell you later, and I might have drawn a little bit of blood with the claw.
He's piercing. They hurt.
On my activation, this hive collector is going to fly down and attempt to strike you with its sleeping sting.
Sleeping sting.
That's going to be a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. You take 9 points of physical damage.
9 points, okay, that's major damage. I'll let my armor
If I
take.
reduce it to 2, will it help you at all?
9. It depends on how much you reduce it.
Only 2.
It's a 2? No.
Okay.
All right. So I sacrifice an armor. I take 1 hit point.
Take 1 hit point. And I need you to make an instinct reaction roll.
Come on.
It's instinct, you say?
Yes.
18 with a hope.
18 with a hope.
Oh, good.
As the proboscis stabs into you from above, you shrug off the wound and kind of, your armor took some of it, but the puncture wound's still there, and you feel something kind of into your body. But, I mean, you've been poked and prodded and filled with all manner of nasty, caustic things, and you just kind of shrug off its effect.
That's what I'm talking
As
about.
it picks back up and dives back into the air. And it kind of keeps it there. I'm going to spend the other fear to activate the other one.
Yep.
That is vulnerable. It's going to fly up to here, and it's going to take a dive strike with you with its sleep
On me?
sting on you.
But I'm just hanging out. I'm just out here, just hanging out, barrel rolling.
That's going to be another 16 to hit.
It hits.
Yep. You take. That's going to be 5 plus 3, 8 points of physical damage.
That's major damage. I will mark off an armor, sacrificing an armor, and I'll take 1 hit point.
And I need you to make an instinct reaction.
Instinct reaction roll. 14.
14, that's a success. You manage to resist whatever its proboscis is trying to affect you with, and then it flies back up into the air.
Man.
Now he's lying.
Can't get to him.
That's my guy.
Oh! I look up at them flying, and I'm going to see them as the most beautiful fairies that I read in my storybooks.
That's your move.
And I'm going to use my experience. I'm going to spend a hope to use my experience, pure imagination.
Love it.
What is that?
It's the skill of disassociating.
Yeah.
We're all very familiar with that
We're all
one.
very familiar and good at it.
And then I'm going to unleash some chaos on the one in front of me.
It's 2025.
The one that's vulnerable. So if I can
Do
reach
you
it, that's
still have your chaos
that
things
one's
on
far.
it?
Yeah, I spent a stress
Stress
to
to
get them
refill
back.
it? You got it. Let's go.
Actually, I can't. I don't think that's out of range. So I'll do the one that's.
Is it
Is it out of range?
How far can it go?
How far can you go?
Far.
Far for you?
Yeah.
It's, I'll say, from you there, it's within range.
It's in. Okay,
If you
great.
want
Then
to
I will
imagine
hit.
a lot.
I'll go for that one.
Okay, so rolling to hit, you do have advantage against it because it is vulnerable.
Yes. Okay, great. Let's go. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Dang.
15, 16. And then I add my instinct. 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 with hope.
With hope, you take a hope, and that is a success. Go ahead and roll your damage for your.
Oh, and 19 because I got my experience point on there too.
That's true.
All right. And so I'm going to try to hit it with both of my chaos points.
Let's go.
Ooh. Oh. That's a 10. I can't use that. Oh wait, they are both. That's 10.
the same.
Oh, there was
17.
a 9 and an 8. That's 17.
17. That's above its severe threshold.
Yes.
That's 3 hit points on that collector.
Bad day.
It's looking like it's having a rough go. It kind of glances back at the other one and glances back at it. They both kind of nod. That finishes your activation. It's still on your guys' go.
Oh wait, no. I'm gonna mark another stress. Fuck it, I'm gonna mark another stress.
To refill it?
No, to double one of my damage dice.
Will be enough to.
It's already at
I
severe.
don't know if it'll
Oh,
do any
it
more
won't
damage.
do anything because it won't double that.
Probably won't push it
Okay,
over the
then
edge.
fuck it. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, okay, fair.
All right.
Who else wants to go?
I'm right next to this spore guy who's just sort of been. He hasn't noticed me.
Just hanging out, yeah.
The destruction of the Rot Lord makes it kind of like.
Wait.
Yeah?
Can I hit an additional target with one of my stress points? I can do that.
Let me see. What does it say on there specifically?
I can spend a stress point
He's
to
like,
hit
wait a
an
minute.
additional target.
Yeah, it says after making the attack. I just want to make sure you had to choose before or after. So yeah, you can totally do that.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna mark a stress, and I'm gonna hit the other one.
Okay. They've already made the attack, so it hits it and does the
Yeah,
same
so I
damage.
do the it does the same damage?
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh wow, I love that.
That is
Crazy.
such a cool move.
So the other one takes a heavy hit as well.
Popping after you. Popping in after.
All right. Now, if you'd like to activate.
I'm going to try to boomerang off his head. And I will slash. Oh 18 with fear. Sorry.
That's okay. That is a success.
Okay, I'm gonna try to lop off his head with my boomerang, and then put his mushroom cap on my head, so that from above maybe he thinks I'm just a little mushroom guy.
All right, so yeah,
Are you being a sneaky little
sever the
mushroom?
head and then throw it onto your head to try and hide it. Go ahead and make a presence action roll to see if you can try and quickly plaster yourself off as one of the caustic
13
fungus.
with hope. Well, 13 with hope. But I had already rolled a fear before that.
I know, but just,
yeah, okay.
just in the scenario there. All right, so you, as far as you know, you're hiding well with the fungus on your head.
They'll never suspect me.
A 13. This dives down to strike you again. Unfortunately, it wasn't high enough to quite convince
I
it.
don't even see him coming because I've got a big mushroom cap on.
It's going to dive down.
I'm safe as can be.
I have a high evasion. Does a 13 hit?
A 13 is my evasion. It hits.
That hits you. That's going to be 8 points of physical damage to you.
Oh, that's major. I'll mark off another armor, making it a minor.
And I
A
need-
minor.
And I need you to make an instinct reaction roll for me.
Instinct reaction.
As it pulls back.
17.
17. Man, you guys are rolling real good on here.
Just
get to him.
I mean, I can.
And everyone dies.
Oh!
Good.
Oh!
There we go. Oh, thank you. I'll do this right. This one's going to fly back over this way a little bit. That's fine. Stop yelling when I do it.
Does it stress
I had a
you
fear
out?
every time you do it.
Stop yelling.
Did we call the surgeon?
And I'll spend the fear to activate this one.
Stop!
He's going to swoop down to strike.
Yep.
Natural 16. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
Um.
And it's going to do like a flyby.
Okay.
God damn it.
So you take.
Yep.
Roll the 5 again. 8 points of physical damage. I need you to make an instinct roll for me.
All right. That's one, and then an instinct roll. Where's my kids? Come on, don't fuck around. Ooh, that's good. That's 20.
You resisted as well.
Sorry.
I'm having a rough go this
Sorry,
round.
Matt.
Why are you apologizing? You guys are rolling
I'm
great.
sad.
Um,
Let him have one.
Yeah.
Trust me, you don't want me to. But nevertheless, it's your guys' go.
I'm gonna. How far away are we from the one that seems to be flying away?
You are currently he's just under far range.
Just under far range. Okay.
Or within far range.
Let's see. Let's I think I can summon an ice spike above it and drop it. Do I need a ground to summon an ice spike or no?
Does it say within far range?
Far range.
Then no, you just summon it in the air and throw it at him.
Okay, I'm just gonna hop up. I'm gonna fly up just enough to try and pick a little tier and try and drop an ice spike down on that.
Go for it. Roll for the attack.
I should have used my spineless coward experience to hide better.
That's 16 with fear.
That's a success.
And so that is ice spike's got a fun one. That's a D6.
I dropped it.
Not great.
That's actually the vulnerable one too. I think the vulnerability
shit.
tag came off of it, so that it definitely hit. It doesn't do anything, but you just would have hit.
Okay. It's honestly I only did 3 points of damage.
Okay, so that marks a hit point.
Is he still up or?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Barely. That finishes your go.
Does. Shit.
For mine, this one's going to activate and
Oh no, it flew
take
away.
off the battlefield with a full far run. And I'm
Wonder
going to
if
spend
he's
my
getting
last
friends.
fear
Yes.
to have this one
Oh no.
We won.
and take off
We really
We
didn't.
need to hide.
that way.
This is bad. This is very, very bad.
Silence settles in for a minute, and the buzzing of their wings tapers off to the familiar quiet of the screaming forest until the wind picks up slightly. And as it does, the trees shift and rattle into what sounds like the mingling of whispers. As the branches scrape and turn, almost like a cricket's legs, create this awful, unsettling sound surrounding you. But whatever is going to happen next, you know you have to move. Because something knows you're here.
So we run.
Fast.
Fast. Run.
Charging northward as hard as you can, in hopes that you can traverse the length of this forest before something else dangerous finds you. We'll pick up there at the top of the next episode.
Oh my god.
Oh, Laura Lee, and welcome to the Age of Umbra.
Yeah! This is so fun.
You guys are so cool.
It was a lot of fun.
Your name was Steve, right?
Steve.
Yes, classic Steve. But thank you so much for joining us. We love you very much. And is it Thursday yet?
Oh,
Good night.
man. Oh, what is it?
Man, if we end up in the hive, that's going to be so...
What's it bringing? What are they
They've
bringing?
spotted us now.
Yeah, if we end
We're
up in the
gonna tell
hive,
their
that's going to
friends.
be
Is
nuts.
that where you guys were?
Yes.
I thought you said it was a temple.
There's a temple in the Screaming Forest.